Yeah, that's good. Let that be on the floor. I don't want to drop the break.
Isaiah 34, Isaiah 13, Jeremiah 51.
I got Isaiah 34.
You got Jeremiah 51.
Let's slide over. Put this brother, Zion, you get in the middle. Let's switch sides.
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakunash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth. We want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another week to prophesy the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, okay, in the upcoming kingdom of Yasher Allah, okay? And we out here to let you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you are the biblical Israelites according to prophecy. And we out here to let the elect know, all right? But we out here to let 2/3 of you know that if you don't repent, you're going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire, okay? And we only out here for the elect, by the way. Okay, so if you don't have the mindset of a true man of the Lord, then this knowledge is not for you. So we can get right into it.
This is Isaiah 34 and 1.
That's good.
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. All right, we had the coming stages of World War III. Okay, hey, this brother's this brother right here, his brother's in the army. He's down there in South Korea, and he said that they down there having parades with nuclear missiles. Okay, so the spirit of war is in the air, man. All right, everybody thinks this is a game, and they think that what the prophets are saying are not going to come to pass. But we're here to bring you the message of the Most High.
Right.
Okay, we're sent away to tell you the message of the Most High. Okay, and the message is not a soft and sweet message. All right, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 34 and 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Read that again, Salah.
Isaiah 34 and 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of dead bodies. Okay? We're not coming to preach you the time of peace. All right? War brings death. Go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and 3. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
And that's that beautiful mushroom cloud that's going to come from the nukes. Go ahead.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree.
So when these ICBMs are shot from one continent to another, intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay, you're going to see mushroom clouds. All right, you're going to hear loud noises. The scriptures say, how's it going? 2 Timothy 3 and 10.
Great noise.
With a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You know, so you're going to hear blasts. People are going to drop dead from heart attacks. People are going to piss themselves. They're going to shit themselves.
Dying of fear.
Yep, dying of fear. You know, go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yeah, Idumea are you Edomites, okay? I believe that's the Greek way, if I'm not mistaken, for saying Edom. All right? So the Lord, in the scriptures say that you're the people whom the Lord have indignation against forever.
Yep.
All right? So the Lord has that righteous hatred towards you Idumeans, man. Go ahead.
I got a precept after.
Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So like I said, the prophets are here to tell you the message that America's going to be destroyed. Different parts of the world are going to be destroyed. Okay? There's going to be concentration camps, famines, pestilences. The RFID chip is coming. The hour of temptation. And don't think because Esau is not talking about these vaccines that he's not going to speed that up too. Because a lot of people get comfortable, man. They in that spirit of comfort. All right? Anybody else got anything like that?
This is Revelations chapter 6, verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree catcheth her untimely figs.
That's just like we read in Isaiah 34, when the leaf falleth from the fig tree.
Yep.
Showing you that the prophecies are connected.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it said the stars falling from heaven, because it's gonna look like stars is falling from heaven when those nukes is falling from outer space.
That's right.
What's that movie or what's that film's Paramount Pictures?
Paramount
where you
Pictures.
see the stars?
Yeah.
That's like the nukes are. It's gonna be just like a little star, and it comes on what, a mountain.
Oh well, Salaki, like the movie 300, when at the end, when those arrows was coming down, and they killed Leonidas.
Yep.
You know. Like the sun. Yeah, they did. Yep.
And you got Bill Gates right now talking about throwing some kind of dust particles in the air to block the sun.
Block the sun. Yep.
So
because
Esau knows the prophecies. So he tries to basically do the prophecies before the Lord has him, but he doesn't realize he's doing the Lord's will.
Yep.
You know?
A quick precept. Saint Jeremiah, it's like what you doing?
you done.
I still got
All right, finish it off. Get the meat off.
Even as a fig tree
We gotta sling the sword.
casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together.
And that's that mushroom cloud, man. There's something about when the nukes hit, it makes that type of cloud, man. That explosion.
It implodes in itself.
Yeah.
And then it re-explodes.
Yeah.
You know?
And from outer space, you're gonna see many of those.
Yeah.
You know, when the nukes hit.
Yeah, because it speaks about the windows. So the nukes, when they go up, just like an arrow, when you want to shoot it far, you have that arch.
Yep.
So when that nukes get shot up, they're actually going to come with more force because they're going to be coming down.
Yep.
And they're gonna enter into the windows of the thief.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
So that means when the nukes hit, tectonic plates are going to shift.
Yeah, the earthquakes.
Islands are going to form.
The earth not gonna look the same after this.
Yep.
It's gonna be literally a new heaven and a new earth.
Yep. And a new Jerusalem.
Yeah, the planet not gonna look the same after this nuclear destruction.
Well, think about the first death, how the planet looked, what you call a Pangea. You know, so the Lord, it said that the deep, the water alone cracked the earth. So what do you think the nukes are going to do? Manhattan's probably just going to sink. I believe that's built off like garbage.
Yeah.
So certain places,
The island is going.
yeah,
You know,
it's just going to crumble.
Peninsula, yeah.
Yeah.
Saint Isaiah 24 and verse 20. I start 19. It says, "The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved."
And why is that going to be? Because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So the Lord wants to clean everywhere Esau's nasty ass stepped. Because what's supposed to cleanse the land? The blood of him that shed blood on that land. You see?
Fire is a cleansing agent.
Right.
And it says, "The earth is moved exceedingly." Verse 20. "The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. It shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it."
Oh, you know what I was just thinking? Yahweh Shai prophesies that there'll be earthquakes to come in his return. Not only can they be, you know, from actual earthquakes, but from pocket nukes.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, you feel a tremor, and they said Oklahoma's gone. You know, oh boy didn't do it right. Remember the Oklahoma City bombing? Lord, I got something better. You know?
Yeah, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and you're gonna feel the earth move.
Right.
You know.
And why? Because you wanted to get drunk off Babylon's juice. So you want to be a drunkard? I'm gonna treat you like one. The Lord's gonna get you drunk off his cup.
Oh, the Lord said when the woman was drunken with the blood of the saints.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So the Lord's going.
Yep. Yep. Here, no, like they show you when the kids sneak and smoke a cigarette. No,
Now you gotta smoke the whole thing.
Smoke the whole pack.
Smoke the whole pack, yeah.
You want to drink? I'm gonna get you drunk. You know, the Lord's got a heavier hand.
The Lord's gonna bring so much evil upon the earth. The scriptures say that he shall not know from whence it rises. And he's not gonna be able to put it off. You know? Go ahead.
Back in St. Isaiah 24 and verse 20, and it says, and it shall fall and not rise again.
It shall fall and not rise again. Right? Because Esau thinks he's gonna return and build the desolate places.
Right.
What does it say in Obadiah? Thus saith the Lord, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Right.
So once this place falls, he's not gonna be in our kingdom like, oh, I can't wait till these niggas fall.
Right,
We're gonna build our shit back
right.
up. Well, you're done, man.
He was in that spirit when he said, as soon as my father dies, I'm gonna slay Jacob.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna be in the kingdom like, as soon as he go to bed for Sabbath, I'm on his ass.
Yeah. That spirit is out because the scripture saying in Daniel the 7th chapter that we're gonna take the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yep.
And it tells you in Lamentations, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because we're not going back into captivity.
Right.
It's over, man.
Yep. And you know what it makes me think about? Revelations 20 when he said he put a seal on them.
Yep.
So in the kingdom, they're gonna have a different mindset. You know, they're gonna be in servitude. You know?
And you gonna wear these masks too. You gonna wear these fucking masks because we can't leave the house without it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be with your keys in your wallet or you can't go to work, you can't go in the store, you know? So we gonna make you wear these shits, man.
Yep.
You gonna wear it, you gonna see how it is.
Yeah. I was literally, I went to the art gallery yesterday and I had the mask on and I'm getting all sleepy and shit. I'm like, damn, what the, you know, and there's nobody in there. You know what I mean? So, but it's on. You know, my shit's on, and it was like just like coming right here, and it's been said, excuse me, our policy, you have to. Yeah, I didn't even say no. I just pushed it back up, but it's like this shit get loose.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? If it's that serious, then we shouldn't even be out here.
Right.
If my life depends on the length of where the mask is, then I need a fucking hazmat suit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
you're right.
But these people are so enslaved, and their captivity is so ingrained in them that they're just the car could be on, the windows up, and these niggas
They still got their drive
the
with it
shits
on.
to their eyelids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The truth, see, we're free, man. You know, we're actually alive. These people are dead, man. We're the ones living.
And that's a sign of control to the elite. When you literally walking down the street in the fresh air and you got a mask on.
Yeah. I looked up the etymology for the word mask, and it means to mock. So you're being mocked right now.
Wait, I don't even know why I got my
You
shit.
know, and you know who's always with it? The women. The women got that shit on right now.
And the brother from Dallas was bringing up how it's kind of symbolic of a horse's bridle, because when you riding a horse, you got control. It's like they got that mask. You know, they like the elites are on top, but you know we're the horse, so to speak.
And they're the puppet.
Yeah, and those strings to the mask are, you know,
The strings.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're back.
even 6 feet distancing, it goes back to a coffle.
See?
You know, where they used to put heavy logs on slaves when they were going to like when they were going to like a far place, and they had them
Traveling.
Oh, chained up.
traveling,
You said that
you know?
before we got here. You said you know they was using social distancing during the time of slavery.
Can't have
Like in the beginning of Django, you know, they was spaced out.
Yep.
That was probably 6 feet.
Yep.
I don't want y'all too close. I don't want y'all niggas
The
congregating.
demons
No,
is
that's the
coming out.
spirit.
Spread out some.
That's the spirit, because when I was in the art gallery, I took the elevator down, it said, do not congregate. And you know what congregate means? Assemble.
Right.
So this right here to them is illegal. It said no mass crowds, you know, people in the elevator in the corner, you know? Oh, wow. The Lord got us.
St. Jeremiah 51 and verse 1, it says, thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Destroying wind, which is going to come from these different nations that have nuclear capabilities. All right, China, Iran, okay, Russia. The scriptures say that they're going to hate the whore and burn her with fire. That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Empty her land. The scriptures speak about no stone being left unturned.
Right.
And the elements are going to be melted with fervent heat.
Right.
Because all these skyscrapers that Esau built, they are going to be burnt down, man. All right?
And
By-
the word, you got it, bro.
So, you got it.
And the word fervent means violent. You know?
When the elements shall melt violently. Okay?
And I believe violence goes back to force.
Yup.
Man.
And what the Rev 18 say? Destroy her with violence.
Yup.
Thus with violence shall that great city of Babylon be taken down.
Because it was built on violence.
Yeah.
And what does that say? You reap what you sow.
That's right.
You know, and going back to the fanners, guess who's a part of the fanners? Esau. With him storming his own capital, that's a major fan. The Lord is keeping the fire going. You know, I'm a young brother, but you know, you brothers know how many times the sun popped off, then it dies now. Sun pops off, but now it keeps. Like I was lighting Santo last night, and I just was blowing on it, and it kept it going. So the Lord is just continuing to keep the fire going.
It's like a barbecue grill. If you open it and let the wind hit it, the fire will, you know, and then you can close it again.
Back in St. Jeremiah 51 verse 2, and it says, "For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men.
Good.
Destroy ye utterly all her hosts."
Yeah, so in the day of trouble, ain't no one, Korea ain't gonna be saying, we need to go help America.
Right.
They're gonna be in the spirit like, let's jump them. You know, because America,
Fuck it, we go shoot them too.
because America has done nothing but spoil, rape, rob, and murder. And all these proud little fucking Edomite nigglets running around, they gotta be put to death too, man.
That's right.
Because they're continuing the cycle of Esau's oppression, man. The doors of oppression are about to get breached.
Hey, and if I can add too, that's actually in the law. When you go to Leviticus, the first chapter, the 5th verse, or the 5th verse, the first chapter. I mean, the 5th chapter.
You can put your mask down, brother. It's okay.
I know that. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna let you brothers continue on.
St. Jeremiah 50 in verse 29, it says, "Call together the archers." It's like, I'm starting up at the point when it get at
It's like
30.
sometimes I might, you know,
Yeah.
it's like it's a good song. You gotta recite those lyrics.
I'm gonna start at 22, but
Take that back.
the point when it get at 30. St. Jeremiah 50 in verse 22, "A sound of battle is in the land."
And you can hear it. It's like Hulk Hogan in the ring.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, you put your ear to the ground, you can hear North Korea stomping right now.
You hear them war drums.
Right, right. Just like how when Jericho was, we marched around it.
Yeah,
You know, it was 7 days, I believe. So you can hear that. So the Lord is going to surround Babylon like we surrounded Jericho. Okay? And going back to the archers, Esau has been dishing out his blessing. Now his blessing is his curse. Since you want to live, he took his sword, divvied it up, broke it down, sold a little here, little enriched uranium there. Now they took it and they made stockpiles of it, man.
Advance that shit too.
They're breaking treaties. Now you don't know how many people have what.
Right.
You don't know who has what, man. So they about to come with great force on your ass, man.
Yeah, they're gonna come when you sleep. Go ahead. They're gonna come when you sleep.
Yep.
And it says, "And of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?"
Yep. The same way the hammer of Maccabees broke their ass up, man. What was it, Judas the hammer?
Yep.
Well, actually, Maccabee is hammer.
Water.
And that's where you get
Yep. Yep.
And Babylon is known as the hammer of the earth.
Yeah.
Because it basically goes around the earth, you know, controlling things.
Yep.
You know?
And then in Daniel, it referred to the Roman Empire to having what? Iron teeth.
Yep.
And what's a hammer made out of? Iron, steel.
Iron.
You see? So you put yourself in a bag with your brutality, man.
They force their way of living on you. They force their democracy on you. They tell you that you need to make your laws this way. You know, they tell you, they'll tell you a woman they don't have to be in order. You know?
Oh, and Spirit Army strong. And also too, you just had the NRA file for bankruptcy. You know why? Because they're insiders. So they know they're coming for your guns. So they got out before the kitchen got too hot.
That's right.
Because they would lose all their money. So they filed for bankruptcy because they've been booming. Business been booming. Everybody, even nigga women buying guns now. Everybody buying guns. So the NRA filing for bankruptcy was an omen, man. That shows you Esau's blessings about to be taken. Esau's blessings about to file for bankruptcy.
Ultimately,
God.
because ultimately he ruled the earth with that sword. And now it's coming back to bite him. That's why they say you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Right.
You want it right now?
I got some speaking on what y'all were just saying. This Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 2. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not say, why dost thou shew me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance for spoiling? and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded. And they say spoiling and violence are before us. Getting back into what they were saying, going into those other nations, going into those other lands.
Yep.
Forcing their ways upon them.
Yep.
Taking their natural resources. Taking their land. Overtaking the waterways and the airspace. That's spoiling and
Niggas,
violence.
they just supposedly got Flint, Michigan right, man.
Yeah.
After years.
After, they gave niggas 600 million or something, and then they supposedly locked the people up that was doing wrong. But you niggas, you ain't had clean water down there in years, man. That's an abomination. That shows you that the wicked is ruling.
Right. Everybody's mourning.
Everybody's mourning. You niggas getting skin diseases. A lot of people was dropping dead. They was getting boils on their skin, all from dirty water. You don't think those Edomites know what was going on? They knew what was going on, man.
That was a test run.
Right.
All right, I'm going to jump down to chapter 1, verse 8. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from afar. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence.
Is that the Eagles talking about the nukes?
Their horsemen shall spread themselves, and
Right.
their horsemen shall come from afar.
When you think about it, what bird flies the highest? They say the eagle. So the nukes are going to be flying the
It
highest in the
says,
sky.
it says they shall fly as an eagle when they ready to eat.
Yep.
So they
They
fly
said to
faster when they hungry.
Right. No, and it says
Those times,
they should not miss their mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
But when an eagle comes swooping down, it don't miss that rat, you know?
No.
It picks it up in the litter, you know?
And what you say, fervent heat / violent heat?
Yep.
They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind. They shall gather the captivity as the sand. That was pretty much the point right there.
I got a quick one. Matthews 26 and 52. And it reads, Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Right. That's Esau now. The brother mentioned the NRA filing for bankruptcy. Right. Going back to Genesis, the sword was one of his blessings. And now he can't control his own blessing because you got all these people buying guns and buying. You can't find ammo anymore, so to speak. Everybody's buying a gun. He wants to control who's buying the guns because he don't want Jake to really get a hold of the guns because Jake is buying guns now. Jake in the world is buying guns. So his blessing is biting him in the ass, like the brother said.
Yeah, and guess what? Here's the kicker. He cried for that blessing.
Yeah. He cried for it.
All right, you want some? Like Yahushua says, oh, you want to drink that cup?
Yeah.
Oh, you want a blessing? All right, here you go.
And ultimately, his blessing is going to fail him because when Yahushua come back, he's going to try to fight Yahushua with the blessing. He's going to get his ass beat. Right. You know?
Like Elder Pastor says all the time, and I just watched it. Magneto came out, he said, Homo sapiens and their guns.
Yeah.
He laughed at it. He took their guns and turned it on it, man.
Yep.
You know, it's spiritual. The Lord has got a heavy suicide spirit on Esau, too. He's blowing himself away with his own gun.
Yeah.
You know, there's a video of this army veteran. He said, well, that's
What you
it.
think about that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see
He
that.
took his whole shit off, man. His head
Shot himself?
looked like the bottom of an octopus. His whole shit was off, man. On live. You know? That shit's
That was
crazy.
his death angel.
That was over a woman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over Babylon, the virgin.
Back in St. Jeremiah,
Anybody got Isaiah 13 too?
Yeah, I got it.
back in St. Jeremiah 50 and verse 23, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon becoming desolation among the nations?
Desolation among the nations. Because this place is going to be wholly desolate, right? Go ahead.
Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon.
What's a snare? A trap.
Yep.
The Lord has laid a trap for this place, man. He built it all the way up until it was the greatest, so-called greatest place on the earth. And now it's the shittiest cesspool in the world.
Right.
This is a third world country.
You know? That's what they said when those Edomites stormed the Capitol. They making us look bad. We look like a third world country.
With a bunch of abominations running around.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
You know what it reminds me of? What's that movie where they depicted Kim Jong-un The interview. Remember when they went to North Korea, they had fake groceries?
Yep.
That's
Fake.
what America is.
Yep. GMO. No, it was fake.
That's
it was all fake.
That's what America is. Outside looking in, they make America look good, but when you touch down, you're like, where the hell was what I saw on TV?
Right.
It's just like when you go to like Wendy's or Burger King, it's like you want this burger.
When you see the commercial,
Right.
False advertisement.
And you get it right. America's
smushed.
Yep. America's a false advertisement. Okay, and we're here exposing it. Oh, it says Edom is made bare.
Yeah.
You know, you trying to give us a Whopper, but that shit is trash, man. They don't,
Watch our back.
Oh, like if y'all
I
brothers
got
ever,
a shit ton.
y'all ever seen that throwback movie Good Burger?
Yup.
You know,
I just
America's
watched that
Mondo
yesterday.
Burger, man.
Oh, yeah.
All the poison and
Yeah.
shit, injecting the meat. You know?
Back in St. Jeremiah.
Abominations, brother.
Crow like a whiz and shit.
Right there.
He like one of them crows off the whiz.
Yeah, he does.
That's a symbol of America.
Yeah. That nigga moving like Volvo and Saul Gallagher. Hey, that shit's crazy. Hey, please deliver us. You know?
Shut up.
You gotta laugh the pain away.
Yeah, you got to.
Fucking hell out here.
St. Jeremiah 50:24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou.
Yeah, and Jake's gonna get caught in that snare too, man. You're gonna get caught. It said lambs and goats in the sacrifice of Basra because the lambs are Israel. But 2/3 gotta be fucking cut off, man. Because you niggas would try to bring Esau back like
Nigga did that on purpose.
that was a nigga.
Speaking of
Oh,
niggas.
hey, Brother Morale was mentioning the Lord's gonna get the chariot and the rider.
That's right.
But people see the Lord put the spirit on people to do shit like that
Right.
because He don't want them.
Yup.
You know?
But he didn't have to do that.
No.
He did it. He wanted to wait. As soon as he got there to wrap this shit up.
That proves that people really have demons on you. We're showing you through the Spirit the standard of righteousness, and y'all aren't coming equipped to that standard.
Oh, get that. Finish that. We have piped into you.
Yep.
We have not danced.
Yep. And this nigga was dancing. That was a demon. That was a demon dance. Like, nigga, don't dance like that.
Off rhythm and
And it
shit.
says, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
The weapons of the Lord's indignation. The Lord said, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire. Right? So this is all His work. The nuclear missiles are the weapons of the Lord's indignation.
Right.
He just put the spirit on a certain nation of people to build it up.
Yeah.
To deceive them to believe that this is my protection. I can, but that's really the Lord's work, man. Go ahead.
And it says, for this is the work of the Lord, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly.
Destroy her utterly, man.
Let nothing of her be left.
Let nothing of her be left.
Slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their days come, the time of their visitation.
The time of their visitation. When you see the chariots, crack the skies with Yahushua and the innumerable amount of angels, this is going to be the time of your visitation, man.
Right.
You Babylonians, you Egyptians,
Right.
you Chaldeans.
You ain't gonna be able to TikTok or twerk in that
Right.
way either.
Yeah,
bitch.
Right, man.
A lot, because when he said bullocks, what came to mind? A lot of you Jezebel bitches, man. With your titties out, hey, soon your brains are gonna be out, man. Walking, you got.
I was going to say,
And they go put them titties up sooner than later, because it's about to get crazy. So they about to put them titties up and them leggings up and find some loose fitting to put on.
and Esau is not going to be able to talk his way out of this destruction.
That's right.
He's not going to be able to get on a podium and talk his way out of this destruction.
You know what
It's not
proves
gonna
that?
work.
They stole the Speaker of the House's podium. Nancy Pelosi, man. That was
And I
spiritual.
think they had it on eBay or some shit for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$500. I seen the post. It was like the shit was for sale. Go ahead.
Verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out the land of Babylon to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, and let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work.
Recompense her according to her works. What's the track record of America, Babylon the Great? If America was to go to jail right? And they was to pull her track record. That shit will stretch across the Pacific Ocean, man.
That rap shit is long.
Your rap sheet is long, man.
That's
It's
like-
violent.
Right.
That's like asking us why are we mad at Edomites? I mean, what more needs to happen? What more needs to be said? What more needs to be done? Right. The history and the track record alone speaks for itself.
His wickedness is so great that it's accepted.
Oh, the Lord said her judgment reaching to the skies.
Yep.
I got that right here.
Oh, yeah. Bring it out, bro.
Revelations 18 and 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
You know what that law? You know what that reminds me of? The law, eye for an eye.
Yep.
You know, according what she has done to you.
Hey, kind of, I wanted to bring out a point. This guy Benjamin D. Rothschild died of a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
Just recently.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
He's only 57.
Yeah, that's young.
They offed it, man.
Yeah, I seen that this morning.
That's too young for
Yeah.
That nigga
good.
Oh, yeah, I
jammed
was shot.
throat.
Right. Them niggas they be old too, man.
They found him with X's on his eyes.
Wow.
I'm surprised he ain't try to get a heart transplant.
I know.
Right.
Hey, the one dude had fucking like 7 or 9 heart transplants. The old Rothschild.
Oh yeah,
or
I think it's John Rockefeller. I
Yeah,
believe.
Rockefeller,
Yup.
yeah.
They had like 6 or 7.
Yeah, he had lead. It was good. 7, yeah.
Hey, and I brought that out because, you know, the brother brought out the scripture, reward her double, you know, and a lot of these Edomites, they're gonna have to get rewarded.
According to their works.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be surprised if you see a few elites start dropping dead. The Lord's gonna preserve them though. But a few of their family members might start. You might hear about like we heard about a Rothschild.
Yep.
Which that is kind of young for an elite, but you know the Lord could have really shook his heart up,
yeah.
took him out.
Yeah.
Because that gives us faith.
Yep.
You know.
They show you that movie, is it Frighteners? Yep. Michael J. White? Or Michael J. Fox?
The
The death angel grabbed his heart. Fat Edomite. He's sitting at the thing. The death angel he's like, died, man.
Yep.
Fucking dropped dead. Hey, and I'm gonna say this, they might not have wanted that to come out. And it got leaked. You know, because they'll have a death like MF Doom, he died in October and it just came out.
Right,
You know what I mean? So they try to privatize deaths in the family because you know they don't want that to be seen. But that's the Lord saying you Rothschilds can get touched.
Yeah. This is what I was gonna say. That goes to show you that these Rothschilds aren't invincible, man.
Yeah. And the Lord can leak out what He wants to leak out.
Hey, and the scriptures say they are not in trouble as other men, you know, and that just shows, you know, because these are the top of the tops, you know, of this society. So that was just that was the Lord all day, you know, and that just proves the power of the Lord. Because he could have got a heart transplant, he could have did anything, you know.
He got the money for the doctors and the medical help.
That's a clear sign that the Lord is bringing down this place.
Just like it's no coincidence, around June, they gonna release so-called UFO information.
It's June.
That's not a coincidence. All of this information is coming out now.
Because nothing in the dark, and things in the dark shall come to light. You know, we're in the age of information. Okay, get informed, man, because this wisdom and knowledge will be your stability in the time of their trouble.
The truth is being revealed on a global scale to where it won't be no more lies hidden. Everything is gonna be known. Everything will be out there.
Yep.
Hey, we are currently living in a time of revelation. When you look into that word revelation, what does it mean? It means to be revealed. And a lot of things are being revealed, and a lot of things are being exposed, you know, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's right.
Back in St. Jeremiah 50 and verse 29, and it says, let none thereof escape, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, against the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, she had been proud against the Lord. One of the things she did was, which was prophecy, but she captured the saints, right? Took the saints captive. You know, shed the blood of the saints,
And then said, I'm the saints now.
right? Yeah, and then created identity theft.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets,
Good.
and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai, when you read, what is that, 2nd Ezra 13?
Yep.
When it speaks about how the Yahweh Shai is going to make these devils fight, man.
Durst.
Durst fight and does Durst fight.
And Durst means dare.
So all your Army, Air Force, special ops, whatever the fuck you got,
Marines.
Space Force, Marines, Yahweh Shai and the angels gonna wipe that shit clean, man. And there's not gonna be a chariot that gets shot out the sky.
Hell no.
That shit ain't gonna happen, man.
Right.
Will Smith ain't pulling an angel out of
That
here.
shit ain't gonna happen, man. It's gonna be a landslide ass whooping.
Shalom, brother.
Landslide.
Ain't no chariot gonna fall and the angel, that's gonna happen.
The angel don't even need to be in the chariot for the chariot to fly.
Right. Yep.
The chariot can fly on its own.
And Esau can make these weak ass vehicles self-park.
I'm gonna say this though, Esau has a patent to a so-called aircraft design, so he could try to fake and act like he shot one down. But they got fake ones, man. They got Project Bluebeam, so they could try to fake a chariot being shot down to give them hope. You know?
And that Project Blueprint will come out soon.
Oh, and what did the scripture say? It says they prevail not. Right? Because you'll watch Battle of Los Angeles, and at the end of the movie, they'll defeat the chariots, and you hear that weak-ass American music come on, and the nigga will come up out the dirt like he just defeated the chariots.
It's all slow and shit.
That shit ain't gonna happen,
Right.
man.
It's all Hollywood,
Bullshit,
man.
It's Hollywood.
Hollywood shit, man.
Well, Hollywood going back to witchcraft.
It's Hollywood,
So
man.
it's a spell. It's a spell of hope.
Hollywood.
You know?
Right.
It's a spell of prosperity.
Hey, well, I believe through the spirit too that they leaked out that those videos. The FBI leaked out those videos because they plan on using Project Bluebeam, and also too, you know, they have to it's like what do we got a space force for?
Right.
You know, the American citizens got to know. Or these peons out here they got to give them some sort of type of. There are alien spacecrafts over here. This is why we have a branch of you know added to the military called the Space
They
Force.
gonna get him some kind of security.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because Esau is about deception, man.
Yep.
You know?
Back in St. Jeremiah 50 and verse 31, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord God of hosts, for thy days come, the time that I will visit thee.
Oh, thou most proud, the most proud nation on the planet, Esau Edom. Okay? He'll actually try to go against the Most High, even though the Most High created him. That's pride.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say what? Pride goeth before destruction.
Right.
You know, you can't strive against your maker, man. Go ahead.
Verse 32, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, is that the nukes? And it says, and it shall devour all around about him. Right? Man, Babylon's gonna be made desolate, man. You know, and that's according to the Holy Bible.
That's right. And that's scripture.
Alright, somebody got Isaiah 13.
I got it. This is Isaiah chapter 13. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amoz, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Oh, he said he commanded. That proves the law's not done away with. So the Lord made a commandment. They say the law's done away with. So, so what? That means when the Lord commands something, no, the law's done away with.
Right. And he commanded his saints to go into the gates of the nobles. He commanded his men to go out there on the highways and the byways, to go on the streets, to go on the internet. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations, gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Yeah, the Lord is stirring all this up. You know?
And what about the Persian Gulf area? Well, are they not are not the nations gathering up over there?
Yeah, and the scripture say that the Lord is going to gather them to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shabbat, which means the Lord's judgment.
Yep.
So the Lord is going to gather all nations into one area. Go ahead.
And shit, most of them over there right now. You got China, Iran, the U.S., Russia,
East India.
East India.
That's the battleground for the Lord. The Lord made that battleground.
Yeah. And that's a lot of artillery in one area.
Right,
That's a lot of heat.
Yeah, that's a lot of heat. Once some missiles get to flying, it's over. The rockets. They come from a far country. from the end of the heaven.
That's why they're called intercontinental ballistic missiles, because they can go from one continent to the other. All right, they come from a far country. They can go from America to Russia, China to America, from this side of the earth to that side of the earth. Go ahead.
Even the Lord and the weapons of his
And
indignation.
that's what we read earlier in Jeremiah. The Lord have opened up his armory and the weapons of his indignation, which are those missiles.
It says in Genesis 15, he's a man of war.
Exodus.
Exodus.
Exodus 15 and 3.
Exodus, excuse me.
Yep.
In Exodus.
So the Lord, he likes war.
Yep.
What do you think King David was doing with the Philistines?
Right.
That was war. He was kicking their ass, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord put the spirit on King David to have that spirit.
You know, hey, this is the Lord's movie.
Yep.
And King David was whooping ass.
The world is a stage, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
To destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
That's why, through the Spirit, Elder Apostle Tahar coined this year, hastening to the coming of the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The scriptures say the day of the Lord is near. All right, and ever since I've been in the truth, all right, I've never felt this close to the finish line, man.
And Elder Tahar ain't been off yet.
Yeah.
So him saying that, hastening to the coming of the day of the
hasten,
Lord,
man.
that mean it's about to get real. Because last year was a year of prophecy. And
And the damn show was a year of prophecy.
hell yeah.
But
That's what prophecy, man.
it was like the Lord had Babylon in the corner and he's just, you know what I mean?
Wasn't a down moment.
Right,
Wasn't no chill.
right.
And 5 days into this year, you had Edomites storming their own capital.
Oh, and guess what? A fun fact, because the scriptures say at a certain hour, a certain day of a certain month of a certain year, Babylon shall go down. And starting from day one of Trump's presidency, the day they started to cancel, it was day 1,448. 1448. So the Lord, man, he don't play, man.
He deals with numbers too.
Yep. So if you look at the days of that when it happened, it was very spiritual. You know, 144 and 8 represented infinity.
Yeah.
You know?
Brother, if I cut, I meant to send this to one of y'all brothers, a video that I caught on YouTube. It was a fucking fake Jew. He was in custody for a bomb hoax in Queens a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
And when they took him into custody, he was like, the Messiah is coming this year. He said the Messiah is coming. I don't know if y'all brothers saw that video. I
Yeah,
meant to
send that,
it,
Bubba
but
Cassell.
it was heavy.
Yeah, hey, and a brother, hey, speaking of that, he sent me yesterday, this Edomite, he was trying to sell his life on eBay.
So like,
Right, bro? Right? This nigga sitting in the office like, this nigga trying to sell his life. You know, but that's the spirit he was in with Jacob. Yeah. He sold his birthright. What am I gonna do with it?
Hey, and that's a prophecy of Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. You know, where curses will be switched. You know, onto
curses are gonna go to the other nations.
switched upon our enemies.
Yep.
It's right
You know?
here, bro.
Show the camera.
Sold his life on eBay.
That's some Edomite shit, man.
Right.
Man.
Sold his life.
So weak as fuck, man.
What's that?
He
Hebrews,
paid for shipping and handling.
Hebrews 13 and 16.
Right, yeah, right.
Hey, but an Edomite life
deliver
ain't worth
himself?
shit.
Right.
He's worthless.
Yep.
You know?
Esau's finished, man.
You got more?
He's the vagabond.
Yeah.
You know?
How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Yep, go ahead.
Therefore shall all hands be faint,
Yep.
and every man's heart shall melt.
Yeah, because people are gonna be afraid is an understatement.
Woo!
Okay? When people see the chariots, they're gonna have heart attacks. You know, they're gonna be in great fear.
So there ain't gonna be a spirit of fight, a spirit of willpower. You know? You're gonna be having Edomite women smacking their husbands, telling them to, you know, get together. You know, get it together.
What's up?
Come on, Bob. Come on, man.
Yo, remember that old video of the Jake when he saw the UFO? He said, "Shoot it down! It's a fucking alien!
Right.
Shoot it down!" You know, that's what worldly Israelites are gonna be doing.
Yep.
But we're gonna be saying, "Call Lord Yahweh
That's right.
Yahushai," man.
Yep.
We're gonna be praising the Lord when we see those chariots.
Right.
And I
That
say
demon
about a
right
year
there.
ago,
That
one of
demon
my
right there.
old
You think about
supervisors,
turning
so
around.
she was an Edomite. She said she believed that in the UFOs it's
He was
demons.
shaking his head.
She believed it's not aliens, but it's demons in those ships.
Oh, well, there was an Edomite it was an interview a couple years ago on YouTube where the Edomite said when he had a vision, I believe it was a vision, and he said he saw the chariots And they said, what were inside of him? He said, 8 feet black men.
Yup.
Yeah.
Afro.
Yep.
And the woman tried to correct him. He said, no, black.
Yeah, he emphasized.
Yeah. And when you read Ezekiel, the first chapter,
or something, right?
when you read Ezekiel, the first chapter, it describes the chariot, it describes the angels that came out of the chariots, and it said that they sparkle like burnished brass.
Yep.
So that's all biblical. It's not just somebody, he actually had a vision, but it happened to be in a prophecy.
Well, the angel revealed itself. Suck it, bro.
No, I was just gonna say it's a movie on Netflix y'all should watch. It's called The Circle, and basically the angels beam up people and torture them in the chariots. And the dude says on there, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The dude basically says on there that the men that they seen were dark skinned. You know, that's what he said.
She said, I better not have nothing. I'll come to your filthy church. So Christians out here burning bitches.
She pursued him.
Damn.
Damn.
It's that demon.
So that nigga,
Female warrior spirit.
You got sons.
man, he went over there and opened more than a Bible.
Her mouth.
Hey man, this is a blessing that we're in this circle, man.
Right.
You know? I don't want to make a quick point because the brother's making a beautiful point.
Yeah.
Some fucking 2/3 drama. There's another movie called Event Horizon where Esau goes up real high into space, and demons start messing with him. They start making them cut each other. So the Lord will bug you out. You try to pass the chains that you have. It's like a dog choking itself on a chain, man.
Oh, and then this devil has the commercial where he's fucking driving a go-kart on the moon. And they smile.
Really?
That's only in your dreams, man.
Mario World.
Just imagine when they see the cherubims, man. They're not gonna want to fight, man.
They're gonna be scared to death.
Just to see that, man. It said thirst to fight, you know.
People are afraid of when the military bring their tanks through there. You know what I mean? They're all their equipment. You know what I mean? What if a tank rolled through there, a few tanks?
Yeah.
Who gonna really want to buck up against that? That thing gonna send a cannon out that much. Hell no.
Imagine seeing something that could defy gravity and shit.
How much more the Most High?
Yeah, man.
Luke 21, I'm gonna start 25. And there shall be signs, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Yeah, we're seeing signs in the sun and the moon. The day that they gave that jab, there was an eclipse over Argentina and Chile. The day they did that, you know, and signs in the moon. You know, you got blood moons, blue wolf moons. Those are signs.
That's right.
That's signs, man. You know?
And you have blood rainbows too.
Oh, wow.
That's an actual thing called blood
Hey,
rainbows.
and you can actually look this up. I seen this year on National Geographic. It's 10 signs in the heavens that's supposed to go down this year. A sign for almost every single month of this year is gonna happen. So, lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, blood moons, super moons, all of that, all this year. At least 10 signs out of a 12-month period, and it's supposed to be a sign every month, pretty much.
Man.
Yeah, as long as this.
Signs in the heavens.
Hey, the brother, one of the elder brothers did a video a while back, I think from Dallas. That it was a pink moon.
Yep.
He went into it that pink means the color pink means a sign of hope.
Wow.
I remember that pink moon.
Wow.
Oh, that's probably why Esau, because Esau, he knows shit like that. He knows colors or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably why he uses that color for breast cancer. A sign, give people a false hope. Even though he's not going to cure it, but he'll give people a false hope.
They know
Put that vibration of pink out there.
That's right.
And that pink moon was a sign for the elect that the Lord's gonna come back. Like keep your hope up, you know.
Allah, yeah, about your
Hey, that's why the Lord will give us a chariot. He'll let us see the chariots. Because that builds you up.
Yeah.
When you see chariots,
That's a faith booster.
you know, that's a faith booster, man. You know, that's basically the angels letting us know, yo, when I get the go ahead, I'm coming to get you.
Yep.
You know,
We out here.
Look at me. You know, we out here.
Right.
And that night when we came, the last time we was here, what night was
Atonement.
that?
Atonement.
We saw the chariots.
Yeah.
Sleep, man.
What's that old Negro song? Swing
Low
low.
to the chariot.
Even the slaves saw the chariot. You know what I'm saying? That was giving them hope and glory to keep
Coming forth to carry me home.
Right.
That's right.
And going back too, because on the flip side, when you see a blood moon, blood is the color of red. Red means war.
Yes.
So war is coming. Hope and war is coming, man. Hope for us, war for them.
And it's a lot of planet alignments going on this year also. What they call them, conjunctions or something like that. Yeah, a lot of planet alignments with Venus, Mars.
A lot of signs in the heavens.
A lot of signs in the heavens. Planets lining up together like that give off vibrations as well.
I see you crossing them.
Back in St. Luke 21 and verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity.
And then this dumbass nigga Trump, the eclipse, he went like this. He's looking dead up at it. Dumbass thing. And it was crazy. I was watching. I'm like, damn, they don't even know this is a sign of their end.
Right.
And they're all clapping and putting their glasses on. They don't even know that this is coming. You know, that's a sign. Letting you know I'm about to come and destroy you, man.
Yeah, the scriptures say that they didn't consider the latter end of it.
Yep.
They don't consider that this is the end of their society.
Yep.
If they can have it their way, it'll be like Elysium. Where they'll actually, you know, build something in the heavens, and they'll just leave niggas and poor people out on the earth.
Yep.
In the dirt.
You know, in the dirt.
And go live their best life out there.
And it says, the sea and the waves warring. Verse 26, men's hearts filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
And if people wearing masks by themselves, they're afraid now. They're afraid of this pestilence, so how much more the King of Kings, man?
Right. You walk
know?
past an Edomite and he got his mask down when he see you pull it up.
Right.
He kinda,
Like, yeah. He walking with his wife, they both pull their mask. That shit happen to me all the time. You walk past an Edomite, him and his wife pull their mask up like you diseased and shit.
Right.
You know?
Yo, the
like they'll die.
hypocrisy. I had 3 Asian chicks do that to me.
Yeah, man.
you
But
woo
you know why?
Wuhan.
Hey, brother, you know why? Because the reason for that is because Esau is pushing on his news through his media, his middleman, that we need to be the first ones to get the vaccine. We're the ones that's, you know, how you say it?
susceptible.
Susceptible to it. So they listen to that and they think, well, these niggas, they got it.
Yep.
You know?
Yo, I said.
That's mind control.
Yep.
man.
Real quick, brother. I said to a nigga, I said, I'm immune. She said, how? Bitch, weave almost fell off. So I looked up immune. You know what immune means? It means free.
Wow.
We're free. So it was a spirit that I said that. People lose their mind when I tell them I'm immune. They're like, how can you be?
Yeah. They don't know getting the words.
Right. They don't go in the words.
Can you be? That's gonna catch you.
Yep.
You better not be free.
Yep. Right.
So if I could add, you had an article called what? Max the Blacks.
Yeah, Max the Black.
So this is all Esau's plan, to quote unquote heal us first. You know?
Because at first everybody was looking at it like it was a China virus, right? But then Esau flipped the narrative and tried to put it on Jake's.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
And suck it.
Fucking ad, which is what that crafty council,
Right.
You got Moab, Edom, Ishmael.
Yep.
They all confederate against you.
Yep.
And yo, and we could just be real. If it was really some crazy serious shit going on, the first people to get the antidote will be the elites.
Exactly.
On down to the government officials and all of that. We will be the very last to get
And you had you got these Como. He said they asked him, did he take it? He said, I don't want to. I'm gonna let the Negroes.
He said,
let them take it first. And what was the one president of the company? I think it was the president of Moderna or
the
Pfizer.
CEO or something like
the
that.
CEO of Pfizer. They said
You don't want to cut
they
in
interviewed him
line.
on the news. They said, did you take the vaccine? He said, oh no, I don't want to cut in line. What type of shit is that?
Ladies first.
bro, even when I make something at home, I'm
Go
the
ahead,
first to
you
try it.
first.
Right.
You got it.
And like the brother said, if it was something serious, you would be. If I'm the CEO of a company, I'm gonna get my dose first.
Well,
if it was safe,
before it even go out there.
yeah, I'm gonna get my family a dose. But they know that shit is poison.
Hey,
Oh,
and to prove that, the scriptures say they are not in trouble as other men, because they have the top of the line quality medicine that money can buy. You know, and for them to say they don't want it tells you right off the back that something is wrong about. That's a red flag off the rip.
But what happened to Obama? Who is it?
Obama, Clinton, and I think like
Biden.
Yeah,
What happened to them getting it?
that was salt water.
You know? I thought it was
They
supposed to
so-called
be.
got vaccinated on TV. That was
Right.
fucking ass.
I don't blame needle.
Yeah, I don't believe that was the vaccine, man.
That's my.
Hell no.
back in Luke 21 and verse 27, it's like in 26, and it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah, so we're looking to be redeemed. The scriptures, when you read the curses, it said that no man was going to redeem us, which means to buy back. But now we're looking to be redeemed. Our redemption draweth nigh. The Lord is going to buy us back. He's going to give us salvation if we're of the elect.
He already bought us.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
life.
Yep, that's
We're
right.
bought. We're the Lord's property.
Oh, this is the word bought with a price.
Yeah. So you can't do nothing to us, man. We're the Lord's, man. We're the Lord's property. We're the Lord's woman. You touching us, you commit adultery, man.
Right.
You gonna get put to death for that.
That's right.
Get in there,
Yeah.
bro. That's what y'all
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 6,
Bar, you
And,
want to let him get in there, whatever.
verse 20. And it says, "For ye are brought with the price.
Right.
Therefore glorify Yahweh by Shema Shai and your body
Right.
and in your spirit, which are the Most High."
Right. That's why our temple can't be defiled. This place alone defiles your temple, man. You know, the smells, this. That's why we pray, we fast, we anoint each other. You know, things of that nature, because Esau wants to invade our temple again. When he was as the Greeks, he sacrificed swine's flesh. Now he wants to literally put swine in you, man. If you don't want to eat it, you know, like Jake said, no pork on my folk.
Yep.
Now he wants to inject you with it, man, and all types of other shit, you know? And you got even so-called leaders telling you to get it, man.
Yeah, yep.
Follow.
And you know, when you go to the grocery store, they so hip to it now that the beef shit don't be in stock like the pork. When I go to get beef pepperoni, that shit always gone.
Oh,
yeah.
Pork
Oh, yeah.
shit in abundance.
And it's
Yup.
cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So woe to you that call evil good, man. Oh, this is a good price. Keep going.
Saint Job 13 and 4. Job 13 and verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies.
Right, forgers, meaning they make lies up. When you forge something, you're making it. I like watching forging, you know, on the internet, forge a knife. I see the forge a knife out of a wrench. Yeah, that shit's hot. That's cool. That's cool. But he out there, he's got think tanks forging lies. You know?
Hey, and to prove that, when you go into the word doctor, you go look into that word doctor even more, it means falsified.
Exactly. Because if you're in college and they say you doctored this paper, you know?
Doctor it up.
You doctored it up.
Your leftovers, I'm about to doctor it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Season it a little bit
Season
more.
it a little bit.
Throw it in the oven, put it
Right.
on broil.
Yeah.
Doctor it up.
Yeah.
Fucking cook some Velveeta and then doctor it up, make them think you made it.
Right. Oh, well, he shows you that even with his food commercials. He'll show you mashed potato or ice cream, but it's mashed potatoes. You know what I mean? Or he's pouring syrup on pancakes. It's fucking castor oil.
Yeah.
He's all about false advertisement.
Yep.
He's all about lies. He just wants to lie to you and lie with you, man.
That's crazy.
He got juice, right? They'll have something called juice in a container. Then on the back it'll say
Zero
0%
juice. I just was drinking it today.
Right.
I was drinking some sparkling ginger water. I turned around, that shit said zero juice. What the fuck am I drinking, man? I was drinking purified water. This shit said sodium carbohydrate. I'm like, why is it not just water? Why is the ingredients just don't say water?
Right.
He adds shit in because it's not water he's giving you. You know, then I Googled who called water water. You know what I mean? Like, you be questioning his shit, you know? That's why when the kingdom, man, it's a whole new world we're about to get.
New
man.
heavens and a new earth.
Right. You know?
And it shouldn't be a thing to where I have to monitor what type of waters I'm grabbing from the store because this water doesn't have a pH level like the other one.
Right.
That's
Well,
confusion, man.
And we got to be careful. Everything we grab, we look on the back.
Right.
Make sure, because you might get a chicken sausage and it'll say pork casing real small.
Yeah.
And you be like, what the fuck? I almost bought that shit.
Right. We were at an Ishmael spot getting wings, and it had a sausage box, you know, like the hot sausage for like 50 cents.
Yeah.
The shit said no pork with a fucking pig in a tutu. It was a pig.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It
about.
was a pig that said, why you got a pig on it?
I know.
Right,
I'm talking about the red hot sausages, yeah.
Right? I took a picture of it.
No pork, but it's a fucking pig on the joint.
At the same spot, you know, brothers out there, be careful when you're buying, you know, beef sausage because they got the case on it. This man so much of a devil, he's not going to tell you it's pork case. He's going to say it's collagen.
Right.
It'll
say zero.
But when you
go, it'll say how many.
Oh, word.
Yep.
It'd be like that
Yep.
for the
You
stream
gotta watch
last
this, dude. Then when you take pills, you gotta make sure it's veggie capsules.
That's
weird, too.
You know?
gelatin in his pork.
Right.
I heard about
now,
that.
they do use, they'll use beef.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta look this shit up. Hey, this brother Zion was with me.
Oh,
we
yeah,
went to Lori's or something. We got all this, you know, we can't even say what we got because they'll ban us. We got all this stuff for our body, And there was a moment of silence because like, oh shit, what is it? And they said no refunds.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh shit, what is it capsuled in? And we read it said beef.
beef.
And then top of that, some wines is pork inside some wine. That's why like gonna be careful like the wine you buy.
That's why you just gotta pray to the Lord.
And these are examples of why the so-called white man is called the devil.
Right.
You know?
Deceiver.
When you go into that word devil, in the Latin, it means deceiver. You know, he's just full of deceit, man.
Yeah. Hey, well, guess what? Fun fact going into Latin, when you look up MAGA, it means witchcraft. So when they say MAGA country, you're right. It's a witchcraft country. Under the authority of Satan. Can you finish that, what you're reading, though? And then get whatever you had, bro.
Not love, country witchcraft.
Right. Well, they got something called craft cheese. And then when you read the ingredients, it's nothing but fucking a concoction of potions. Yeah. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. No, it should have been played by a black woman. You know, and then she would have took that black cat and boiled it. You know?
Like in St. Job 13 in verse 4. St. Job 13 in verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
Right. And you should be ashamed of yourself charging people to go to your hospitals. You know? So people are paying to be destroyed by you. You know?
Look at everybody who got the jab.
Even if you just look in general, look at the average standard of food, drinks, things of that nature, all that's harmful. Malt liquor, you know, Coors, all that, the beer, you know, he sells you cigarettes, all this shit is here to kill you. Then you think you're gonna go to the hospital and get healed? You got doctors drinking on the job, man.
Well, on the way here, we saw the Pisces.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Yep, horoscope.
Yeah, we seen it on top of the hospital on the way here.
Wow.
And they got the cross symbol, and then they got the staff with the snake right next to it. Wow. And that's where you go to get cured.
Well, they making money hand over fist because they making money with the defiled bread on top of
their so-called hospitals. Yep.
You know what I mean? And what happens when you ain't got no insurance? They gonna toss you out on your dead head.
Yeah.
You know what the word defile means in Ezekiel? Impure. So we're eating impure food, but this nigga calls it halal meat.
Yeah.
You gotta pray. You gotta pray over your food. I stay just praying over my food, man.
Yeah, that's right, because even in some lamb, like the lamb gyro, we saw pork with like beef and that shit too.
Or you go and get a meatball sub, it's beef and pork.
That's good, man.
You see?
They get so bad, you feel like you bothering the Lord. You gotta pay over a piece of candy, damn near.
You have to bother. It says give him no rest.
Okay,
You gotta bother him.
Yeah.
The Lord wants you, because guess what? There's a law when a woman's being raped, if she don't cry out, she get put to death too.
Right.
So he's spiritually trying to take us, and physically, we gotta cry out.
It say, hold not thy peace.
Right.
We're the woman.
Huh?
You know?
Hey, in Matrix, did any of the operators get mad when they called? Operator, they picked up every time.
I got you.
So just keep praying. Keep calling the Lord. Hey, I got another one. You know, everything's being recorded.
The Lord said that in Ezekiel 9. He says, set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry. And that mark in the Hebrew is tawah, which means to be exempt from judgment. So the Lord actually loves when brothers are doing the work. He loves that.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a precept. It's Psalms 36:1. The transgression of the wicked saith in my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Right.
Hey, and this man's iniquity is found to be hateful. You know, and it said that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes, because if he feared the Lord, he wouldn't be chopping up pigs or taking shrimp from the ocean or certain things, you know, and putting them in a store to give to the Lord's people.
He's an ecosystem killer.
Man.
People, you're not supposed to be eating crabs and shrimp and fucking what's the shit they slurp? Mussels. Clams.
Yep.
That's all for the ocean, man.
Yep.
You throwing the ecosystem all off balance.
You know what scripture that is?
You fucking with the purifiers and filters.
What scripture?
That's Revelation 6 and 4.
Destroy them.
Peace out of the earth.
Oh, okay.
And when you go to the word peace, it goes into harmony.
And the scriptures also say destroy them which destroy the earth. If you knew what a shrimp did, you wouldn't eat it.
Right.
Shrimp follow behind schools of fish and eat their shit.
Yep.
You might have a school of 200 fish, because you know how some fish swim together, they move in unison. Or the shrimp follow behind the fish and eat the feces.
They're the cleanup crew.
And then a nigga will come and dump that shit in some butter and say, I'm eating good.
Right.
Come on, man.
There was a Jake on World Star. Hold on, brother. There was a Jake on World Star that pulled his gun out on his woman because she ate his crabs.
Wow.
He said, you eat them again, I'll shoot your ass. Oh, yeah, they had a whole gun out on it.
But you see crabs? They eat the dead flesh that decay on the bottom of the ocean floor.
Yeah, they're bottom feeders.
They eat the dead whales, the dead whales, the dead fish. Like they like the cleanup crew.
And the Lord created it for that purpose.
Yep.
That's its purpose.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Just like the swine, the pig.
Yep.
That's the Earth's garbage disposal.
Yep, they even showed you that in Flintstones. When he dumped the food out, it was a fat ass pig underneath. Remember? Anything he would just eat.
Yeah, they were the garbage disposal for the Flintstones.
Your bones and all.
Yep. Yep.
Verse 3, it says, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
Yeah, because he's a forger of lies. So he's a deceitful, dishonorable vessel. If it was his vessel was on a shelf, nobody would buy it.
Right.
You know? You wouldn't want that.
Expired.
Right.
It says, he has left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed.
It says he left off to be wise, Psalms 15:16. What is thou? He cast the word behind him. He read the Bible, crinkled it up and threw it, you know what I mean? And then he walked down into a congregation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
that sounded like the Jake Eve chick. We was talking, you know what I mean? We was getting a little deep. It was at DMV. And, you know, we was talking about how, you know, the white man, this and that. And then I tried to drop some jewels on her. I said, I said, I got something for you. And I said, write this down. And I wanted to say, Hebrew Israelites, she writing it down. As soon as she heard me finish the sentence, she crumbled it up.
Yeah.
Threw it in the garbage.
Oh, she's
talking
smart.
about my brother used to follow them. All they do is talk about theft, something about the white man.
no, fuck the nigga woman,
That's
man.
part of it, bitch.
They're evil, man. You know, the Lord does have a very small remnant of women amongst the body of House of David, but the rest of you are through, man.
Yeah, they got that spirit of Lot's wife.
Right.
The scriptures say from the woman became the beginning of sin.
Yep.
And that woman was a black woman.
Yep.
Yep.
That was Eve.
Yep.
It says, verse 4, this is the last verse. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil.
Right. He doesn't abstain from evil. He'll go towards it. You know? He'll actually go towards darkness. He prefers the left-hand side. The further.
His ways are contrary to the Lord's ways.
Yep.
You know, it's safe to say that he's a virus in this in the program of the
He's
Lord's
a cancer.
creation.
It says the Lord cutteth off a long disease. He's a long disease, like how they pull a long tapeworm out of a gook's nose. I just saw that shit the other day. That's Esau, man. So when you come out here, we're pulling Esau off of you, man. You're being cleansed.
Oh, what did Jacob do?
I got a quick one, Bible Kushar.
Right.
You still got one?
Right.
This is Psalms chapter 64 and verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
Right.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrows, even bitter words,
Yep.
that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Yep.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Right. Because when they're going to be shooting at the disciples, they're going to be saying all type of manner of lies and wickedness. What's that? Jesus deterred that one Edomite. He put a fucking pentagram on Elder Pastor's head, man. You demon.
Oh.
That's a demonic shit, man.
And recently overseas, there was a planned bombing or a bombing, and they said a so-called black supremacist did it. So you already know what that was going towards.
Oh, and then the FBI so-called stopped a new 9/11 attack, and it was a Jake who got arrested. But a lot of that shit don't even be happening.
Right.
They just say this happened.
Yeah.
You people fell in love with soap operas. You're living in one, man. You're fucking living in one.
This is one big saga just to play with your mind.
Well, look at this Jake right there. The windows are up and he's got a mask on. Right there in the fucking car, man.
Big ass van.
In a big van.
And look at the higher elites like the Rothschilds, the Gates, and DuPonts, man. The scriptures tell you that, you know, they can't sleep unless they do evil. If you ever look at Jacob Rothschild, they got like heavy ass bags.
Yeah, they do got some big ass bags under their
eyes. These niggas don't even sleep, you know, until they done. They might not even sleep at all.
And they not wearing masks neither, by the way.
Right.
The elite ain't wearing no masks.
Right.
Even what's that nigga? Bill Gates, that nigga never wore a mask.
Nah.
Like the fuck, niggas don't wear no fucking mask.
Right.
George Soros, who be funding these goddamn what are they?
BLM?
You know, the BLMs and the people that caused the chaos, like the Capitol being stormed. George Soros, he sat down. The dude came out and said that this motherfucker sat down with him and said, "You want to be rich? Oh, look, do this, man. Cause chaos. Agent provocateurs.
Auto ab chaos.
Right,
Well, pressure from above, pressure from below.
Niggas rode in the towns with forklifts with goddamn bricks on a goddamn pallet.
Set them up.
Pallet, man. You know, you had an agent provocateur that had a hammer, and the Jake caught him, and he broke the window. And the Jake said, "Man, are you a cop? Are you an FBI agent?" And all he did was break the window.
He was all
bounce, man.
He was all masked up and shit too.
Right.
He was actually a cop too.
Yeah, con. He said, "Get the fuck out of my face." You know what I mean? Like, so this man, like the brother said, he works on the minds of these people because they know that Jake in a natural mind state, you know, Jake is the have-nots. So you smash a window to a goddamn a cell phone store like T-Mobile, what you think Jake is gonna do?
They gonna go in there and grab them phones.
Right.
Or a sneaker store.
Right.
Oh hell yeah.
Right here.
Oh yeah, I was about to say Villa. Villa.
Oh yeah, they running in the Villa.
I got a few more verses about Rashad.
Hey, can I make this point real quick?
Yeah.
They clean that bitch out.
What's going on right now is, you know, just to put it in our perspective, it's a spiritual warfare going on. Psychological warfare,
Shalom,
you know,
man. Shalom.
which can also be interpreted as spiritual warfare. This is why you need to be armed up with the truth of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, so you can be able to withstand all this deception that's being pushed.
The fiery darts of the devil. Right. This is Psalm 64:7. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly they shall be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Right, whistleblowers.
Yep.
Because it also going back to Revelation 6, it says they shall kill one another. How they could kill each other literally, they can kill their career. You know, they can kill their position in a certain place. You see, so Esau is divided, man. He's against himself. So that's why things get leaked. You know, his proud nature will reveal his plans. Or he just can't help him, he's got to say it. You know?
Well, even in the media with the DC
insurrection,
it was coming out that it was actual DC police involved with it. There was some police that were in the crowd that were from other states.
Yep.
And they knew blueprints. They knew what chambers to go in, like left, right, go straight.
Ooh,
the bitch on the fucking bullhorn was telling me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? They sent Secret Service in there to grab laptops. So they were grabbing certain information that they didn't want to be leaked.
Yeah.
You see?
They took the panic button out of the black shit. I forget her name. Office.
Yep.
You know?
See? So and Esau has a quote where he says, "Sometimes you got to destroy a city to save one." So he's attempting to destroy to rebuild. Out of the ashes we shall rise.
Yeah.
He's literally trying to bring a new renaissance. He's in the spirits of the Renaissance, and they know only a certain amount are going to go. The elites don't give a shit about a Trump supporter Edomite.
Right.
Those are casualties of war, man. That's collateral damage. You see? You got it, Zion?
Yeah, Psalms 50:21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Right, but why? He says, because a sentence against an evil work isn't executed speedily.
Yep.
So he's just like, it's like your dad's sleep, and you just
keep getting away with shit.
Right, how far can I go till he wakes up and smacks my ass? Right.
It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes.
Right, we're being set in order, man. Brick by brick, layer by layer, mortar by mortar. The house of David is being constructed right in front of you. The third temple, man. The third temple is literally being brought forth, man. You got the whole staff together. The northern, there's northern and southern. We're a united kingdom right here, man.
Hey, this right here is fulfillment of Jeremiah the 50th chapter, verse 4. You know, where it says Israel and where it basically says the northern and the southern nation, the northern and southern nation will be joined together to build up for a new covenant.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, and also what's that? Ezekiel 37.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I'm at. So I was looking for that. Okay.
Sorry, he had more. He was reading. He had more.
What is it? 37 and what?
You can start at 1. Or it's like
Start at 8. Yeah. Start at 8. Ezekiel 37 and verse 8. It says 37 and 8. Yeah. It says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
You gotta start at 1, brother.
Okay. Ezekiel 37 and 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
Right, this is the valley, in the valley of shadow of death, man. So this is what Ezekiel saw, all right? He saw Israel being awoken, Israel rising, okay? But then he also saw Israel almost there, but didn't make it. Because you got some of our people that know they're Israel, but they don't have the breath of life. Right. You need the breath of life in you, man, or you're still dead. You're still in the congregation of the dead with fringes on. Keep going, Baba Kashan.
And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
See?
And he said unto me, Son of man.
And I'm going to say this too. You got a lot of jakes that we talk about how we're the salt of the earth. You regular jakes, you're table salty. Right. We're pink Himalayan salty. There's a difference, but through the Lord.
The 2/3, they're what is it, molten salt or something like that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. With the little chick with the umbrella.
Yeah, that's that cheap shit, man. You know.
Yeah, that's that dollar store shit.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
You gotta go to Wegmans to get this salt. Baby.
There's levels to the salt.
Right. There's levels to the saltiness. Oh, and there's a fun fact. There's many different types of salts out there.
Yeah. Pink salt.
And so, right, when your house Shai come, he's gonna show you the saltiness of salt, baby. Okay?
That salt that Lot's wife turned in.
Right.
Because even when you go into, you can actually, iodine salt is good for you. They took iodine out of salt. Iodine helps your mental.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So they're the salt without the iodine. You know?
They that bad salt.
And sea kelp has iodine. Give you a good source of iodine. Sea kelp.
Don't say too much, brother. They'll say it's medical misinformation.
And he rules the world with his pharmakia.
Yep.
And those are basically miracle drugs. They don't cure you. They just soothe you, so to speak.
Well, he'll give you something for pain, but it doesn't take away what's causing the pain.
Right.
He'll stop your nerve from feeling the pain.
Right.
Yeah.
So your body's still in trauma, but your mind, you're like,
And now you're addicted.
right, now you're addicted to this shit.
They'll treat you, won't heal you.
Yeah, that pain receptor just blocked.
Yep.
Verse 3. What's the lock, brother? Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered and said, O Lord power, thou knowest.
Yep.
And he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones and say unto them.
Hey, that's so humble. The Lord asked Ezekiel a question. He said, Lord, you know.
Only Lord, thou knowest.
Right, but when the Lord asked Cain, he lied to him. He was proud.
Yeah.
They're my brother's keeper.
Right.
Look how the prophets are when it comes to speaking to the Lord. Compared to Cain, it just, hit me. Keep going, brother.
And he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear ye the word of Yahweh.
Right, we were all dry, man. Yeah. You got Trippy Red is a dry ass nigga, man. Right. But outside he looks colorful like Tekashi. But they're dry as shit, man. They're spiritually dry and decrepit.
Nigga lights.
Right, man. You got the eyes, you're like, they look like the Crypt Keeper. You know what I mean? You look at them like...
Well, honestly, to me, those niggas look like demons.
They are, right.
They're demons, man.
They're demons. But to the world, they look, flashy and exciting.
Right. Yeah.
But a spiritual man, you like, that's dry bones.
Yeah. Those niggas, they're like the niggas off the Matrix with the dreads and shit, man.
The dude with the blind dreads?
The ghost niggas.
Hey, this say, can these bones live? This goes to show you that before we came to the truth, we weren't actually living.
Nope.
We were actually dead.
Yep.
And that was Esau's thing, all them goddamn tattoos.
Yep.
Yeah.
They knew that they was missing melody.
And that's the first thing Jake will do when he gets money, because I'm a big NBA dude. When you look at their rookie year picture, niggas don't got no tattoos. 10 years, 15 years in the league, they all covered in shit. Nose rings. Well, ain't nothing wrong with a nose ring, but they got tats all over their bodies and shit. They changed their image.
That go back into that deception that you was talking about, because they think that that's what you should have in life.
Right.
That's really death.
Yep.
And a lot of rap artists and R&B singers, when they get sold into that industry and they go to the couch and do what they do, a lot of them get tattoos to try to hide that pain.
To give them a sense of masculinity.
Yeah.
That's why Chris Brown's got all them.
That's very
Yep.
Hey, LeBron James on his chest got the bootleg tattoo.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Because they get mistreated.
Right. Hey, it says it's a shame if you speak about it.
Yeah, it is.
You know, this nigga was throwing baby powder in the air for Satan. You know?
Right.
Just,
Doing the whole ritual.
just to throw a ball in a hoop. That's all the nigga doing. He's taking a ball and throwing it in a circle.
Right.
If you really break it down.
Yeah.
And then smacking niggas' asses. You know?
Then boom, who just died? Kobe Bryant. He sacrificed Kobe Bryant. Now look where he at. The Lakers he got 4 rings now.
He got a ring.
Yeah. But so like you had a point.
I want to be like Mike. That's
Right.
these niggas' vision goal. I want 6 rings.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Who knows what the hell Michael Jordan did to get those rings?
Yep.
'Cause everything is staged.
Yeah. Those games are fake.
They say he sacrificed his father.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, those games are fake, man. All right, they already know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. They already know who's gonna make what shots. Certain players might not know, but the ones that are in the know, they know.
Well, what was that movie back in the day, Blue Chips?
Yeah, blue
Yep.
chip. When he was shaving
They
points.
They were paying them to shave points.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just watched the college highlight, and at the end of the game, the coach gave the referee money when he shook his hand. You know, but then they want to persecute Pete Rose for betting and shit because that's what they did. You know. But this is all what happens in the valley.
Right.
With a bunch of dry ass niggas walking around.
Right.
You know.
Verse 5, it says, Thus saith the Lord unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Woo, thy eyes shall see thy teacher, man.
Right.
You know, this truth shall set you free.
Yep.
You see, keep going.
Hey, what's that breath though? Simon
Knowledge.
talked about it.
The wisdom.
Knowledge, and understanding,
Yep.
man.
The same breath that was breathed
Going
into
to
Adam.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Verse 6, it says, And I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and I will cover you with skin,
Yep.
and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
See, and what's that skin represent? Our culture.
Yep.
Us being Israelites, you know? We don't represent as being black no more, you see, or Puerto Rican, or Native American, you know? And that's the covering cast too, because when you go on an application, it gives you like 5, there's like 80,100,000 people in the earth, but he gives you 5 nationalities.
Yeah.
This is the melting pot.
Yeah, when you fill out an application, the 18 nations ain't there.
Right.
There's
right.
Alaskan, Hawaiian,
Right. Or other.
Caucasian, other. What the
Right.
fuck is
Black and
other?
white.
You got tribes in South America that can't even be identified. What are they gonna put themselves as?
I'm gonna put Israelite one time just to see how it goes.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. The FBI gonna call you.
They ain't gonna call you back, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna...
They're gonna say, "Oh, okay, so it looks like on here on your application you're Jewish."
You're overqualified.
Verse 7, it said, So I prophesied as I was commanded. Woo. Matthew 22, it says he commanded them to go on the highways and byways.
We're supposed to prophesize by commandment.
Yep.
You know, we don't come out and just speak about Deuteronomy.
And you can't do it when you feel like it.
Right.
It's too.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. You can't pop up and when you want to, man.
Right.
Once you sign up for this, you in it for the long haul.
It's a wrap.
Nigga get
You know?
up and look out his window and it's snowing. He's
Right.
like, I'm cool this week.
Right.
Who's that? The 300. The 300 and who's that? What was that was coming up against?
What, Gideon?
Persians.
Oh, you talking about the movie.
So you think that the 300 was gonna say, I don't feel like going out there today?
Nah, they said, is it a good day to die?
Right. Oh, yeah. You know why? You brothers know why? Because it says in the scriptures, that's our profession.
Yeah.
See, a lot of you niggas are just potters, man. He said, what did he say? Spartans.
What are your profession?
Who?
Yep.
Hey, what do we
That you
open up
all
with?
speak the same thing.
One
And
sound.
that shows deception too, because those guys were historically black.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
of color.
Oh, what a 300 is in the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
And then he asked the one dude, he said, what is your profession? A potter.
I am a blacksmith.
And
I'm a teacher.
in Timothy, it say profess a good profession.
Yep. This is our faith is our profession. It says I've set up some prophets, you know, some apostles, you know, some evangelists. You see, so we're all falling in line to our occupation. And what's being found out is a lot of you have signed up for a job that you're not qualified to work. Like it says, they'll put on Instagram or something when you lied on your application. A lot of you are in a job that you aren't meant to have, man. That's why you give yourselves all these titles. Watch out, y'all. Chief Priest Khan is coming. You know?
Yo, it says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and man, bro, you funny. As I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
Hey, you're looking at the bone to the bones, man. These are our bones. You right, brother? Yeah. Because who was it? Dave. Yeah. The bones, man. This is the body, baby. You looking at the body right now, man. Some are feet, elbows, ligaments, legs. You have muscles to hold up other muscles, man.
Yeah.
Muscles, I believe.
Right. Yeah. When I was working out, I had to get like band. Yasharon knows about it.
Yeah.
I had to hit Yasharon up. I had to get certain bands to strengthen my I can't remember the name, but there's muscles underneath to get this to get stronger.
Yeah.
You know? So there's a lot of men that are behind the scenes. You have brothers right now behind the scenes. These are this is a movie. Producers, actors, you know, things of that nature. So this is a multifaceted organism that's flowing right now, man.
Hey, well, look at us, like enough to control.
No, no,
look
no.
at Voltron and the Power Rangers.
Yep.
You know, in order for them to beat the bad guys, you know, their Zords have to team up.
They had to come together.
Right. Yep.
They had to come
Bone
together.
to his bone.
Yep, bone to his bone, baby.
And
Esau out here being bad to the bone.
Right.
You know?
He saw us breaking his bones.
Yeah.
You about to say something?
Yeah, brother.
Now I was saying Voltron was the one in that big tube, right? And without him, the Power Rangers
Zordon.
Zordon was the one pretty much directing the Power Rangers past.
Yeah. In each Power Ranger, they had a stone. That was their tribe, man.
Yep.
You know, we all got our tribe. It says that we should seek our king. You know, this is what we're doing right now. This is all a spiritual journey we're on. One of the parable was the kingdom is like a long journey. So we're on a long journey right now. But it's very short because when you go to Job, it says the triumphing of the wicked is short and but for a moment. So you better get right in this moment, man. This is your 15 minutes to get right.
Yeah, and that long journey, some people wither away. Some people wither away and end up falling off at the end, and then some people catch up.
Right.
This is verse
know?
8. Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too. And those Power Rangers in the
That's good. I put it in his pocket, brother.
The Power Rangers, they were called. You know, remember in the beginning of the Mighty Morphin, he always said, "Give me five teams with attitude." You know. So hey, the Power Rangers, just like we were called, and he said five versus power,
baby.
You know.
That's the spirit. This is verse 8. It says, "And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them."
Right. That's what these other Jakes. That's the difference, man. And Tawadiya about Shemel Shai that we didn't do it. We didn't go to Walmart and said, what aisle's the breath of life in? We literally, this is a blessing, man.
Where can I go buy a spirit of prophecy?
Right. Oh, you got an Edomite with a smooth face and a suit on, like, come here. You know what I mean? I'll teach you the mark of the beast.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah, right.
So there's a portion of our people that have the skin, but they don't have the breath.
Right.
And then you
A
got
zeal, but not according to knowledge.
Right.
It says, "Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live."
You know, it's heavy. When we do lessons at home or in our car or in our solidarity, we're prophesying to the wind.
Yep.
Because that lesson is going out to whoever it needs to.
Yep.
You see? We don't do a lesson and put, hashtag such and such.
Right.
We're just doing a lesson and it's like a message in a bottle.
And these lessons are modern day epistles.
Exactly.
Because the epistles went out to different churches.
Yep.
And that's what you do when you at home. When you do a lesson, a brother might be going through something and you do a lesson. That lesson could be for that brother.
Yep.
Or many brothers, because that's happened to me before.
Yep.
I'll be going through some shit. I'm going through the feed. And then I'll click the video and then it comforts me.
Yep.
You know, that's a certain epistle.
Or you see a title and you just be like, wow, like you just know that wasn't no coincidence. You just know that was Lord's will for you to see that specific title or what exactly was going through your mind.
Well, the brothers will comment and say, in the nick of time. They'll be like, man, this came right on time.
Yep.
You know, because we're a body. You stub your toe, you might feel it all the way to your knee. You see? So it says nothing common to man. Then it also says the things you go through, your brothers have accomplished in the world.
Right.
See, so there's things you may be going through that another brother already did. Oh, Yahushua told Peter, when you are strengthened, convert thy brother.
Right.
So he can be healed. So when you go through something, you know, it be on my spirit. When I get something, I immediately I gotta go tell a brother.
Oh
You
well,
know?
when I was sick and I was going through it, I came up here with y'all, brother.
Yep.
Y'all brothers healed me, man.
Hey, call lawyer.
We went and got the herbs, you know. I got the oils, all that.
You know, the Lord said, comfort ye one another with these words. You know?
And what's that in James? Suffering, patience,
Yep.
patience, experience, and experience hope.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
That's the brethren. Some brethren went through more suffering. Some brothers
that's why
got more
Like
experience.
it, my bad, bro. That's why you don't have to run to the hospital when you feel sick.
Yeah.
The scriptures say, you know, that's why certain brothers like this brother are experienced in the herbs, and you eat certain foods and you eat certain herbs and you'll be good. You don't gotta run to the hospital, man. Because Esau, first of all, if you go in there now, he gonna stick you with the test.
you might not make it back out.
Yeah, so you shouldn't. That's not the first thing you should do is run to Esau, man.
You should run to the Lord.
Yeah, man.
But run to his name, because that's the strong tower.
Strong tower.
You call 911 for help, they'll come and kill you. They'll kill you. Somebody today calls and says, I'm having suicidal thoughts, the cops will come and shoot you.
Well, Elder Apostle Tahar made a good point. He said these hospitals are really set up just for trauma. If you get shot, all right, you go to the hospital. If somebody stab you, which we ain't in those circles anyway, but just giving an example, you get stabbed or shot, then you go to the hospital, man. But if you got a headache or you dizzy, you know, or you throwing up, there's certain herbs you can take. You can treat yourself, man, along with prayer.
You don't.
Ultimately, you just gotta man up, man.
Yeah.
Even Job was told to gird up his loins, you know?
So why is it that the saying in your bathroom you got a medicine cabinet?
Well, we have an apothecary.
Yep. But the levy on that word,
You want, bro? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, Shalom, Mak.
Thank you, brother.
You said the body. I looked up that word, sinew. It says a piece of tough fibrous tissue uniting muscle to bone or bone to bone, a tendon or ligament.
And that's multiple parts right there.
Spiritual skin, baby. You know? Was there more in Ezekiel?
Yeah. Ezekiel 37:9. No,
Ezekiel.
10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
And when that exceeding great army rose, great fear fell upon them. Oh, you gotta read it. You have to.
It's Revelations 11 and 11.
Oh, read it loud,
And
brother.
after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Right, we were walking down the street, you know, we was like Ezel, la la la, you know, just whatever. Thinking we was gonna rap, sing, sport, whatever. We was all in the confines of the bullshit of Babylon.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, a lightning stroke, man, and it hit us, and it changed us. We were awoken, and we started separating ourselves from family, from friends, from jobs and so-called opportunities, and found our position in life. We found our purpose, man.
That's
right.
You know?
What's that scripture say? He'll put a fish hook in jaws.
Yep. I'll make you fishers of men.
Hey, and they got that saying in the world, you know, you got a lot of people that be like, I wonder what I'm put on the earth for. Like the brother just said, we found our position. We found out
Our purpose.
Lord, right, we found out our purpose. The Lord gave us while we were put on the earth.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people walking up and down the street that still don't know what they're put on the earth for. You know, they're just extras in this movie that the Lord's making.
Right.
You got certain people that's put on this earth to be destroyed, tortured, whatever the case
Prophets.
may be. But we know, through this, right, the brother said prophets, but we know now the Lord chose us for our purpose, man.
Hey, Malak, can you look up the definition of purpose?
And there's nothing better, man, because when you really think about it, if you was in the world, what would you be doing right now?
Right.
Like, honestly, it's during the so-called pandemic, what would you be doing?
Yep.
You'd probably be sitting in the crib, eating some bacon, waiting on the game to come on, which I'm going to watch the game. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but, you know, you would just be like, through, man, just through.
Hey,
you know?
the scripture says in the book of Acts, the 2nd chapter, the 17th verse and 18th verse, the Lord sent forth the
bring
Holy
it out.
Spirit.
Read it.
Oh, this is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, said Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions.
And that's what's been happening. A lot of people have been people in the world. They'll come forth and say they had visions that the Lord is coming back, and they'll get on YouTube and tell the vision and be bawling their eyes out because that's how terrible the vision was.
How heavy the spirit is on them too.
Yeah.
Because the spirit, when the spirit gets on this weak flesh, man, it affects you. You know, even though he was false, but even MLK was in the spirit. When he did that one, I've seen the promised land. He had to, if you watch that, he had to sit his ass right down after. When that spirit got off him, he just dropped. You know, I mean, he wasn't a man of the Lord, but the Lord had a spirit on him. There'll be times where I'll be walking and somebody will say something spiritual, and I'm like, oh shit, the Lord was just speaking. Yeah. The Lord will do that, and they show you that movie Fallen with Denzel, where the demon will jump on somebody and they'll say something real quick, and they'll be like, what you say? Like, huh? They don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
And your old men shall dream dreams, and on my servants and on my handmaids.
Yeah, and General Yohana is dreaming of the beach right now, man. With his old delusional ass. You know, so you got to decipher what people say too. You know, but people are definitely in a different spirit now. You know,
Maybe they say what words that mean.
Yep.
That's right. Hey, the scripture said, the words that I speak to you are spirit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And even when you pray, the Most High don't want you to just come to Him. He wants you to think about what you about to say.
Right. Like no vain repetition. Like you just sitting there talking on the phone with a nobody.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
Hey, within the scriptures also they too, you know, the Most High makes intercession for you when you pray.
Yeah, I said that too through the Spirit while I was praying. I prayed, I said, and please, Baba Kashaw, make the Spirit make intercession for whatever I'm lacking. You know, whatever I'm lacking, that burden, make intercession for me. Because I might not know.
Because it say you're not supposed to spew many things.
Right.
And, in other words, you gotta like the Akim said, you gotta think before you speak, and you gotta be specific too on what you asking for. You gotta be specific.
And have faith. It says when a man pray, have faith that he's not wavering. Was that it on Acts?
No, I got one more. I got 18. This is 18. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days and of my spirit, and they shall prophesy.
There you go, man. So we just passed. Were you gonna say something, brother?
No, go ahead.
We just passed the year that was coined the year of prophecy. Now we're in the year of hastening of the coming of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, man. So there's a lot going on, and whether or not you want to be it, and that's a cut too, because whether or not you want to prophesize, you got heathens prophesizing more than that know they're Israel. That's a cut, man.
Hey, the average Joe in this society knows that we are living in the last days.
Hey, 79% of Americans know. They said that the U.S. is falling apart. But you got people saying, year 2021 is my year.
Oh, I was listening to the nigga Steve Harvey before I picked him up. He talked about 2021, if you believe you can do this and do that, you're going to do it. But they not moving in the spirit of prophecy.
Nope.
Hey, the scripture says that the vision is yet for an appointed time. It shall speak and not lie.
Yep.
Yo, I know niggas personally, I say, yo, man, I can't wait for the summer, man. It's about to be lit. I be wanting to cuss them niggas out, but I just hold my peace, man.
Right.
Yeah, you had you had people that on New Year's talked about, I'm glad 2020 is done, but we're not even in February yet, and they stormed the Capitol and there's major things happening. So it's like, y'all thought because 2021 came, things were gonna incline? No,
right.
Well, 2020 was the trailer. 2021 is gonna be the movie.
Right. Even brother. Even Trump said, he said, America is done. He said it the horse said it out of his mouth, man. Out of the horse's mouth. This place is finished.
Nero said it's about to burn, baby.
Yo, within the first 2 weeks of 2021, they stormed the Capitol. North Korea having parades with nukes. Iran had a missile test.
They've issued an arrest warrant for Trump.
Issued an arrest warrant. Blackouts.
And the day that the insurrection happened, Damascus got bombed by Israel.
All of this in the first 2 weeks, and this even more that we don't even know about.
I got a quick precept, Baba Kusha. Revelation 18:8 says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication
Yep.
and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
And that fornication is what? When you go to a store imported in China. You know, they called it the World Trade Center because that's, you know, the whole world imports and exports out of this place. These like we go to the Ishmaelite store, they make money off of who? Jake, man.
Day in, day out.
You know?
Oh man, and I don't know if y'all brothers got those stores around here, but in Niagara Falls, if you walk into the Ishmaelite store, they sell all Jakes with Jake wares, and then the fucking whole back wall from north, south, east, or west is nigga woman weave, right? The whole shit, the hair industry, they make a lot of money off that, man.
That
And
proves there's a
chicken
crafty.
shack in the back.
That proves that
Yeah.
there's a crafty council.
Hey, the gas station where Ishmael at, the chicken spot.
Hey, the Ishmaelite store that we go to, we went to yesterday. They'll be afraid of Jake wearing a fucking ski mask,
But they'll sell it to him.
But they'll sell it, yeah.
I want to say this too. Those kings that are gonna cry, we're gonna put our fucking feet on your neck, man.
right. That's
right.
Just like in the book of Joshua,
right.
we took kings, man.
Yeah.
We hung niggas, man. Y'all bugging, man. We about to fuck you nations up.
Yup, that's right.
I gotta get that.
And then another thing.
And I can't wait.
And then another thing, that shows that they work together, because the Chinese men or the East Indians, they sell their hair to the Arabs. They market it to us.
That's the crafty council, brother. Read Psalms 83.
Psalms 83.
know?
Matter of fact,
So we
highlight it. Psalms 83 and the whole chapter.
Yep. So we gonna whoop the crafty council's ass, man. You know?
Psalm 83.
And that's the spirit of the Lord that'll be upon us.
Yep.
That's the Lord's anger, man. We're the weapons of the Lord, you know?
Mass destruction.
Psalm 83 and verse 1. Psalm 83 verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yep. So their main MO is Israel.
I was gonna say in that first verse, you read it, that's King David crying. Don't be silent. Just like how we're crying to the Lord. Don't be silent, man. Like come judge these heathen. You even, I think it's like Revelation the 6th chapter. You got brothers in the spiritual realm, that are crying to the Lord, asking him when he's gonna avenge the brethren on the earth.
Right.
Right.
And then that reminds me of 2nd Esdras 15, where it says, I will hold my tongue no more as concerning their wickedness. All right, now I'm gonna get up. Now I'm up.
Yeah.
And I say, now I'm mad. You done woke the sleeping giant.
Hey, like with your children, when your child come running in the house or something, they crying, you be like, what? What's the matter? What happened? Right. You concerned. And then you found out a bigger kid hit him. What you gonna do? You gonna storm out there, be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Gonna handle it.
Hey, remember on the Avengers 2, the post credits with Thanos. Remember, he came to grab the Infinity Gauntlet. He said, "I'm gonna do it myself."
Yeah, I'll do it myself.
Hey, even in the movie Hancock, he protected that little boy against that demon, Michelle. He was like an angel. He came down, tossed his ass, man. And then he was walking, and then he caught him like 2 minutes later. So the Lord's got us, man. The Lord didn't wake us up for nothing.
Right.
Yahweh Shemel Shai's got us, man. We're doing his will.
That's right.
Sincerely.
This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people,
There you go.
Israel.
See?
And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, and every time I hear that scripture, I think about Pulp Fiction. With Samuel Jackson. And he improv that. He was in the spirit, man. And then after that movie, at the end, he served the Lord.
That's right.
The Lord delivered him when that dude came out shooting. And he said, man, I'm going to serve the Lord. And then John Travolta's pork-eating fat ass, he said, that you're a bum, Jules. And his name was Jules. Didn't it say in Malachi 3:17, I shall collect my jewels? Full circle what Thanos had to do? He came and collected his people, man. We're his people, man.
What Jew stand for? Judah.
Jewels. Because I shall save the tents of Judah first. You know?
Judah jewelry.
Yep.
I got a preset Bible shop.
Yep. Then when you watch the movie Meteor Man, he was hit with an emerald meteor.
Yep.
And he came through and brought the people together, man.
Hey,
It's like, yo.
Zion had a point.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Yeah.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth,
Yup.
and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yep.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. They shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Hey, these heathens gonna be so afraid that they're gonna be fighting dust off our clothes, man. To where we won't even step on dust or dirt. And Jake said his dog, he said, you won't even step in dirt, nigga.
Yeah.
He said, you won't even touch dirt, man.
You got it good.
Hey, and you know, through the Spirit, you know, we carry ourselves very humble, but the Lord is gonna show us how precious we are, man. The Lord is gonna show how fucking angry He is, man. What the condition we're in, the food we gotta eat, eating fucking mushrooms out of cans and shit, man. Potions out of bottles. Smelling smoke and oil, you know? These machines, all this shit is harmful to the Lord's people. He didn't bring us in captivity for our destruction.
Right.
It tells you that in the root.
Yeah, you weren't sold to the nations
Yeah.
for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to rap.
Yeah.
I got another one. Go ahead.
Like I was just gonna say, and like the brother said, you know, that's true that the Lord, He's gonna restore us because, you know, His name is upon us, and it tells you in Ezekiel the 36th chapter that when He delivers us, He said that I'm not gonna do it. I do this for my name's sake.
Yep.
You know, not for y'all, but I do this for my name.
Yep.
Because how does it look? With the jewels of the Heavenly Father, the kings of the earth, you know, the sons of God, and we're on this lower state. He's not going to have us in this lower state this long, you know, for too much longer. That's why it tells you that, yeah, he did jack us up, but He didn't lay it to heart.
Right.
You know?
You're not gonna buy a team and then want them to lose.
Right.
So, you know, we're the Lord's team, we're His people. You know?
Well, it's like my cousin, I remember back in the day, but we talked about it recently, but his younger brother was getting bullied. But what you do, you gonna handle that because that's your family. You don't want that getting out, somebody beating up on your cousin or your brother or something. Big bro gonna come in and say, yo, we ain't doing that here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It tells you that in Sirach 17. He said, I've given other nations kings, but Israel's my portion. That's my people. But you have more, Zion?
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place in the house of
Look at
Israel.
that. It says Jeremiah. Right on the...
Oh yeah, I seen it on the side of the bus.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Hey, so the Lord, the whole spirit of camp is what goes around comes around. It says, we shall take them captives whose captives they were. Pay unto her double. Do according to her what she did to you.
And then at the end of that, the Lord is going to give us rest from all of our side. Well, let me read this one more verse. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thine hard bondage wherein thou hast made to serve. So after He has us rule over them, we're going to be able to rest.
Yeah.
All right? You're not going to have to wake up and, your alarm clock wake you up and you think you late. You know, we're going to rest, man.
Even on your day off, it's not a rest because you're already preparing for the next day.
Right.
You know? It's not even your fucking day off. You got to, excuse my language, you know, but you got to, you know, I got to work. Yeah. So you're not even really in a restful state. You got to, you know, right.
And the king, go ahead, bro.
If I can add, I had my fucking job call me today to come in to work.
On your day off.
Man.
Right.
I'm my day off right now.
You know what I said driving up here? I said, today Babylon ain't getting in our way.
Right.
Yeah.
Today Babylon, you got to step to the side, man. Right.
Right.
In the kingdom, the days are gonna be
Long.
in this day. In this kingdom, you get 24 hours, right? A week will feel like 2 days. A week will go by so fast, you'll be like, damn, this the end of the week. In the kingdom, it's not gonna be like that. The Lord is gonna literally slow the time down, man.
You know what shows that? In the movie Predators. When they're on the island, the days were very long. Right. You know? So remember Joshua kept the sun up. You know?
Eternity.
And also, it's like,
man.
And also, they show you that in Dragon Ball Z. We have playing memories. They got like 7 sons.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and man, Lord's will, I'm going to take a fucking Edomite and throw him across the world where the sun's still up. So he don't get this rest on the Sabbath. 1 or 2, because, you know, they got to function to work and shit.
Yeah.
But a couple of them going to get field goal kick, man. You know?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel 36
And they
21.
deserve it too.
Yes, of course.
Because the brother kept saying how they're not in trouble as other men. The Lord is taking that hedge off of Cain, man.
Ooh, that's right.
So you about to start being in trouble, man.
Yep, you about to start getting pursued.
Right. Getting arrested, you know, being called a terrorist,
Yep.
being pulled in to these jails. Yep. Karen.
And I'm telling you, man, that mask was a mistake because you're going to wear that fucking mask,
Yep.
man.
A metal one, a hot metal one, right off the fucking iron. You know?
What's that movie? The
No.
Mask?
Yep.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
No, but it was the one with the iron. The man.
Oh yeah. With Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, man, the Iron Man.
Yeah. The man in the Iron Mask.
Note that
What
shit
they
to their
did to
face.
Yep. They did it to us.
They did it to us. They put the mask on so
Yep.
that way when they closed it, it'll burn a certain part of your nerve and it'll make you defecate on yourself, man. It'll make you
Django had the mask.
it'll make you mentally
Mentally ill.
yeah.
All right, keep going, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 21. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen. So
And-
this is about the Lord's name.
Yep. So y'all are tripping if you don't say the name matters.
Right.
You are a demon. If you don't say the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're a demon, man. You're a demon. We are advertising the name of the Lord, man. And I wrote a lesson on it through the Spirit. I want to do it. We are actors advertising the name. Look up the word actor and look up advertising.
We're confessing the name.
Just like in a movie, like in the Truman Show, you know, she was cutting with something, she like broke it down. It was like a plug-in. So we're always supposed to plug in the name of the Lord. We're supposed to always glorify the Lord. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to glorify ourselves, man.
Well, what strong tower do you have if you don't have the name? Because for years and years, our people have been calling on Jesus Christ, Cesare Borgia, man. And that shit holds no weight. That's
Right.
an idol.
You are a Hebrew Israelite calling on a Greek name.
Right. It's like the scriptures say what? Sacrifice on that mountain. Look at Jake with the mask.
You're right. Right. So Grecian.
I was there in there, and then because the brother said, you know, a strong tower to run to is the Lord, so it said stay safe, stay connected. You gotta stay connected to your power.
And how do you do that? Through the spiritual phone.
Right.
You know, the angels bring prayers up and, you know, down, if you will. You know what I mean? So that's like a phone line connection. You see? So you spiritually stay connected.
And that phone line is open 24 hours out the day, 7 days a week.
Yep.
When you laying down, when you in the bathroom, when you at work, when you eating, when you standing, when you talking, when you driving, that phone line is constantly on.
Hey, brothers say it all the time. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kadash.
Yeah.
In the spirit.
It says, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith Yahweh your power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake.
Man.
So the Lord, he's going to deliver us for his name's sake.
Yep.
And that goes to show you guys that are out there, you other groups, man, that make this thing about yourself. Oh, who made up the Israelite Summit? Nigga,
I started that camp.
I started the AOY. I started the HOY, man.
That's terrible.
The Lord's going to deliver you for his name's sake. He's going to put power on you for his name's sake.
Right. That's right. Not for best precept of the year.
You're right.
Or a Sinetta trophy.
Yeah, Israelite of the year. What the fuck,
Because
man?
you got this many followers. You know, and that's why it says, it also says too, because
That's vanity too. That's vanity.
It's vainglory.
That's vainglory.
Is there more?
It says, it says, O house of Israel, before mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went.
Oh, you know what just came to mind? When you had Nate do that scoffing video when he said they found the name of the Lord on a rock.
Yeah.
Remember when he said,
I'll never forget that.
Oh, brother, fucking, oh, man, bro.
Yeah, that was wicked.
That's terrible.
And he tried to really have the name on there, but he wrote it the wrong way.
Right. And you know, I'm going to say this too, like, we're not the type to disrespect our elders, even of age. Right. These are men that were in the truth long before, you know, we knew. So it's terrible that we got to say this about older men of Israel, man. You should, man, that's crazy, bro. We're young men. You know what I mean? We're young men following after men that the Lord has set up before us. And some of those men are completely off, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was David's time. David was a young
Yep. That's a good point. And his brothers trying to shun him. Samuel had to correct him. He said, man, don't look on the outward. Yep. It's just, you know, even the elder pastor said, he said, a man could be like 40 coming in, But a brother who started at 15, he'd still be his elder.
Yeah.
So it's not the age
Yeah.
of the flesh, it's the age of the spirit.
Right.
You see?
What was the brother again that got sold into slavery?
Joseph.
They was jealous of him.
Yeah.
They was
He-
father's
yeah.
favorite.
He was a younger one.
Yup. And they had to come to him. He was telling, yeah, you got.
I got one more verse.
Yep.
It says, "And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen." Now, how was it profaned among the heathen? Because look what we're being called. We're being called by bywords,
Yep.
and also too the heathen, they hiss and wag the tail. Is this the daughter of Jerusalem?
Yep.
The perfection of the earth, roughly paraphrased.
Yep.
So that's how the name Lord is profaned among the heathen, because we're at this lower state. We're on the bottom.
And you got starting with Nate, IUIC, they're trying to turn the name of the Lord into a byword. Yeah, remember when he said it?
Yeah.
So he's trying to put a bad name on the Lord's name.
It says, "Which he hath profaned in the midst of them," like he just mentioned.
Yep.
It says, "And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, said Yahweh your power.
Yep.
When I shall be sanctified in you
Yep.
before their eyes."
Yep.
So the Lord's gonna do something magnificent to us. He's gonna perfect us. He's gonna put spiritual power on us. He's gonna do certain things in us for His name's sake.
Right.
And we're gonna glorify the Lord.
right.
Just like Yahweh Shai, what he say? There's nothing good but the Father.
Yep.
And he said, basically, when he was telling people, he was like, "Yo, I didn't do this.
Right.
The Heavenly Father did." So at the end of the day, when we start healing people, when we go against these troops and then, spiritual power and the Lord turn us up, it's going to be for the Lord's name's sake.
Right.
And they're going to know that a power has been dealing with us.
Right. And you know what that proves that, brother? Is Isaiah 41, where it says, "They shall fear the name of the Lord from the west and from the rising
From the rising of the sun.
when the standard shall come in."
When the enemy shall come in
Right.
like a flood.
Right. But you got your point, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 32. It says, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men," and that includes the name too,
Yeah.
"him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men," denying the name,
Right.
"him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven."
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I had, through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shem Shai, I had the true name first before I was wearing fringes, man. But you got Jake's wearing fringes without the name. That's
Right.
the point.
Right.
Ain't no what do you say? Ain't no halfway crook. You know?
Ain't no such
Ain't
thing.
no such thing as a halfway Israelite.
Hey, y'all know this, that woman was with a Jake last week. Now, he gone. You
Fuck
know.
him.
And then those police. Yeah, that's that's a good sign to me. And then the police, they just was sitting there for like 30, 40 minutes right now.
And these people are profane. They're outside the temple.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 9. "Wherefore Yahweh also have exalted Slakia." Philippians 2 and 9. "Wherefore Yahweh also have highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahweh Shai every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is Lord, to the glory of Yahweh the Father."
Yeah, ain't gonna be no debating in that day. You're not gonna have to sit down, and a lot of you theologians, you evangelists, you Christians, you're about to be brought to naught, man. We're about to enter the biggest I told you so, because the land of the lies is crumbling and the truth is prevailing. As America's falling apart, the house of David's being built, man.
Right.
You can see it. You had something, brother?
Yep. Psalm 113 and verse 1. Psalm 113 and verse 1. "Praise ye the Lord. Praise, O ye servants of the Lord. Praise the name of Yahweh Shema Shai."
Yeah, praise the Lord, man. Constantly praise the Lord, Give glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Keep going.
Verse 2.
Because he's worthy to be praised.
That's right.
He's worthy to be praised, Keep going. Even, when people they'll comment, they'll be like, "Hey, man, we just servants of Yahweh Shem Shai."
Right. Verse 2. "Blessed be the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai."
Hey, you're supposed to like the Lord, not us. You should be happy in the doctrine. Not how we look.
Sometimes people will give us the glory,
Yeah.
but we give it to the Most High
Right.
because it's Him, it's through Him.
Right, not us, man.
Wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, it's through
What's
the
that,
Lord.
brother?
So you wouldn't even be here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because if we could have it our way, we was, you know, not knowing what we know now, we'd still be in the world.
Right. Yep.
You know, doing whatever we your passion for.
Yep. Yep.
And it says, blessed be the name of the Lord from this time forth and forevermore.
Yep.
From the
You got Jake's trying to make money off the name of the Lord. I be saying that shit, look at this stupid ass shit, man. I mean, I get it, you got a little hustle and you wanna, but don't try to get it off the truth.
Well, what did Yahweh Shai do when they made his father's house a place of merchandise?
Whoop their ass.
Yeah, he went in there, flipped the tables.
Yep.
You know,
Cat of nine tails.
Yep.
because you're really not supposed to. You know, the main focus is supposed to be pushing the word out there
Right.
and exalting the Lord. See,
Right.
we exalt him, and he's gonna exalt us.
Right.
Like
You know?
right. Like the Lord gives us talents, you know, to make money
Yeah,
to survive.
Yeah.
But we're not using the truth to gain more.
Con.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of y'all do.
We don't have
man.
garment factories.
Right. Right.
You know.
Right.
If a brother come into the camp, we're not gonna say, well, you got to go to this brother to get your garment.
Right.
You know, look at brothers got sackcloth, right?
Right.
Prophesying sackcloth.
Right.
We don't have to all have on purple garments.
Right.
You know?
We don't gotta walk down the street and say Christ is king.
Yeah. If you know how to make your own garment, you can make your own garment.
Yep.
Or a brother might make you a garment.
Yep.
But we're not gonna make it a house of merchant place.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you're getting filthy rich basically.
He said
Filthy lucre
truth
sake.
and buy
Buy the truth
free.
and sell it not.
Yeah,
Freely
so-
you have received, freely give. Yeah.
So how you get something free? And that reminds me of the unwise king, where he got pardoned, and then who owed him? He put hell on that.
Yep.
So here it is. You got the truth, but then now you trying to put hell on another brother to get it. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, and another thing is through the spirit. Me personally, I think Nate is a millionaire.
Oh, I can see that.
I think he's a millionaire.
I can see
He at least in the
Because-
six-figure area.
Because you got to think every
At least
every
six
time
figures.
somebody come into the camp, they have to get their so-called
booster packs or something.
merchandise.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You can't be in IUIC and have
The starter
a blue
kit.
garment.
Remember, it was a starter kit. You had to get a
know?
sign, a
So that's my
garment.
personal belief. I think he's damn near a millionaire.
Well, you that received your consolation.
Yeah.
It was that one time when IUIC was trying to get a fucking jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Soul
yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
Got it. And Kevin Hart was
This nigga's
flying.
Pre-Flow Dollar, man. Pre-Flow Dollar said, I want my congregation to help me get that $6 million jet.
No, go on. Drop the link in the cash app.
And his rationale behind that was, we're not going to have faith enough to save us. When the wrath comes, we're going to have to make moves on our own. That's what he said.
Terrible, bro. Hey, that's because they don't got the breath.
Yeah.
We just we preach, we prophesize to the wind and have faith. It's gonna go where it needs to. You got some, bro? Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 56. Now I'm gonna start at verse 10. Isaiah 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs that they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
And that they cannot bark. You know, they not. What's a watchdog normally barks when danger cometh, right?
Yeah.
You know, and also the Lord said that I've set the watchmen into the house of Israel.
Right.
You know, a lot of them are say that they're watching, but they're really not watching, man. You know, they giving you false doctrine, selling you false hope, telling you to call on Christ.
Hey, the closest they get to a watch is a Rolex. You know what I mean? G-Shock. She's doing what friends on the border.
G-Shocks.
Hey, bro, the Lord is on their ass, man. You know, because it says, it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of the Father will speak within you, man. This is not us saying it. This is the Lord, man. What your brother's got? He had a little
Isaiah 56 and 11. Yeah, they are greedy dogs.
greedy. They be extorting you, you know?
They call that one dude the poppy.
Yeah.
They're taking all this money.
That's terrible, bro.
Yup. Yeah, yup.
They were in the middle of prayer. He stopped praying and Nate's hand was in his pocket.
Get your hand out my pocket.
Get your hand out my pocket.
Remember that one time they was in Journey checking pockets?
Yeah.
What's in your pocket, brother?
Yeah. Yep. Then he threw up the horns.
Yep.
Capital One camp. What's in your wallet?
Right.
Capital One boys.
You got to sign in for a Sabbath service and they check your credit score.
That's horrible. Starting
Right.
pack is $100 a month.
Right. A month. Keep going, brother.
Yeah, there are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that could not understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his own gain from his own quarter.
Right. I think the mark of the beast is this. This man, so-called Captain Desariak, said black police is the mark of the beast. So they look to their own way. They do things off their own understanding. They lean on their own understanding, not the Lord's. And that's why Yahweh Shai said, "Ye are the father of the devil." It says they're greedy and can't have enough. You know who else like that? Esau. Habakkuk 2, it says his eyes stand out with fatness. You know?
Never be satisfied.
Put a little more chicken on the plate.
Right.
Hey, speaking of these other camps, I assume they tithe situation is probably crazy.
Oh my
Yeah, well,
God.
you don't send your tithe, you can't come.
Damn.
Well, you'll get demoted.
Yeah.
If you don't come to certain unity camps, I think it was Sakari.
Damn.
Somebody got demoted and he was pissed off.
You
But,
see?
who got money to be flying cross state?
Right.
Go to
Well, the
this
thing,
unity
and
camp?
PayPal.
another thing is those unity camps, they're not the spirit because they all got different doctrines.
Right. This
You know?
the real unity camp.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're gonna actually get up and unify with brothers, you have to do it with brothers that speak the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fly and go see a brother that teaches something different or teaching false doctrine.
Right.
And the scriptures say, how could
Yep.
Two walk together except they be
Yeah.
agreed.
Every man up here believe in the same thing.
That's a waste of time, man. That's
We
stupid
believe
as
in the
hell.
same thing, and we looking forward to this for the same thing.
Yep.
He said you an officer of 1,000, now you're officer of 50.
Now, if this was a unity camp with different camps, right? And this brother right here, I always use this example. This brother right here, he walked up to the camp and said, "What's the mark of the beast?" And we all believed it was two or three different things. Who's gonna answer the question?
Right.
And if you answer the question and I don't believe that that's the answer, then I'm just gonna be sitting there,
So then-
or am I gonna defend the gospel?
Right. Who shall stand up for me against the workers of
Yeah,
iniquity?
man. So that's why those unity camps ain't right.
And then the brother would walk away confused.
Right.
So you just shut the gates of heaven to that man. You see?
But that's why if you can perceive in those camps, they only bring out certain things.
Yup.
They don't bring. They won't. You ain't gonna get nobody out there that's gonna talk about the mark of the beast when you got all these camps linked up.
That ain't important, brother.
Right.
Yup.
Because they know that it's gonna cause somebody to feel a certain type of way.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. This man, this Jake walked up to IUIC. He said, "What's the chip?" And the dude that was teaching, he said, "Chip. What about chip? You go to the store and get you some chips." We gotta teach it, man. I'm like, "You're right. Simple. They're very simple, fickle.
Very technical too.
You know,
It's funny, but it's not.
it's not funny.
That's a
man,
goddamn
because
shame,
we're
man.
out here for salvation. Ultimately, we joke a little, we laugh, but there's a serious vibe also that's being pronounced.
Severity
You know,
is real,
right?
man.
The severity.
The foundation is laid down. It's
Right,
serious.
Right. We are actually coming out here risking our lives for the truth, you know, to edify brothers and few sisters, you know, to put them on to their heritage, man. We're putting that skin on you through the Spirit. We're giving you the name, ultimately, you know. And a lot of these jakes don't care about your own salvation because ultimately you're going to have to seek your own salvation. You're going to have to find them camps. You're going to have to find the truth. You got to find out what's good and what's not.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
You can't ride another brother's garment to the kingdom, man. You know?
I was telling my cousin that because he was, you know, I was trying to, you know, get it to him a little bit by little. And his wife got a whiff of it.
Oh, boy.
And she's like, you know, I don't want you to be a Hebrew Israelite and all that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like telling
man,
someone,
like,
I don't want you to be a human. I was born a human.
exactly.
What do you mean you don't want me to be? Who are you to tell me what I want?
Yeah, we were
And that's
born
what
Israelites.
This truth does too. This truth makes us men. All right? And it puts us in our roles. And that's what this truth does too, is it teaches women their roles.
Yeah, bitches don't want to be ladies.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They like horrorism. They hate order.
Right. A woman, oh, teach me. The only thing I'm going to teach you is your role in the book. We're not about to. The only time I'll go to Job is for two reasons. For what Job's wife did, and you're deprived of wisdom. Anything else, don't read it. Don't even look at it.
Go tell him, hey,
We're not about to read that.
Right.
I got it.
I gotta go. I figured it's like this one.
Yeah. Well, you should go to 12. 12. No.
Actually,
it's,
you
Isaiah
can put it in my
56,
bag underneath that
'cause it
green
goes
one.
into the
Baba
drinking
Shah.
and money and all that shit. Remember? Yeah. A little more meat for the sheep, man. Oh, and I want to say this too real quick through the spirit. You know, when brothers, this is for the sheep. When brothers fast and you feeling hungry, watch a video. Watch a video. If you're fasting, watch a video.
Or you can read, and then you'll notice your spirit is getting fed, and you'll feel full.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So that's when we say get the meat off the bone. Brother might be fasting right now, and he need a little bit more. Right. I'll take a little more.
This is
I could eat.
This is Isaiah 56 and verse 12. Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink.
He said, the UPK 51 annual Passover, we're gonna have strong drink. Strong brothers.
What he said, and some of you women come get y'all a strong line.
Yeah. Any Israelite sister 18 and over, come on down. Come on down. Right? Get you a husband tonight.
Man, they put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it's bad. Keep going.
Yeah, that's wicked.
It is.
Come ye and say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink.
Yeah.
And tomorrow shall be as this day and much more abundant.
2021 gonna be our year. You wanna rub your feet in the sand, That's what
you want to beat and a bow down.
Yup. You want your boots kissed? Get the jab and come to camp.
You want to go to the beach?
Right. That's terrible, bro.
You want to wash your car?
Yeah.
You know, you sound like a nigga Suge Knight on the videos.
Yeah.
Come to death row.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
IUIC be having them selling water on the side of the road and shit. I saw them a couple times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, how
duty.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna say his name, but he got a PayPal. I don't know what it's for, man.
There you go.
That's not to smell
You had
good.
another one?
Yep.
It's for filthy lucre. That's what it's for.
This is John chapter 8, verse 44. John 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil,
The devil.
and the lust of your father you will do.
See, the lust of your father, the lust of indulging in drink, women, fornication.
The back is spirit.
The Bacchus spirit. It's always a party. It's always a party, man.
On the Purge, they was having a Purge party, man.
Yeah.
That was Skeletor right up in there.
Yeah. Right. He came in the right. He was a spirit created for vengeance.
Yeah. He says, he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Yeah.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is YouTube has gone to a lot of Jake's heads, man. Even the phone, they be on the phone. They live in that shit. They live in La La Land. The phone has replaced the TV. Now that they downsized the TV and you can put it in your pocket.
And yeah,
Rally for Jake.
the internet is a world of information, but mainly false information,
Right.
Like the false information outweighs the positive information. And Esau does that on purpose, so you can get lost up in it.
Lost in translation.
Yeah, so social media, man, that really got a lot of people minds lost.
Yeah,
People really lost in social media.
It's the modern day Garden of Eden, if you will, because there's a whole bunch of trees,
Right.
and but there's only really one tree.
Right. That's a good point because you be on the internet. I'll be like, I'm not about to watch this. I'm not gonna click this. Yeah. And that's another thing too. I want to say I've been learning through the spirit. Brothers got to protect their spirit.
Yeah.
Some shit, just refrain from it. Like there be times I don't even see a woman twerking. I'm good.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch it. You got to preserve your spirit. You got to, you don't need that shit in there, man.
Yeah, even the music you listen to, because you listen to it, you start getting angry. And shit.
Yeah.
You want to fight.
Vibrations.
Yeah, vibrations. That's right, bro.
Hey, and also when you go to the Apple, when you go to the Apple phone, you see that Apple. It's a bitten apple.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what you do. And we said last night, there's a reason why they call it an iPhone. Because this phone is to get your eyes. And people be glued in this shit.
There's so much symbolism behind it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. And the first Apple computer was sold for $666.
Yep.
Come on now.
Macintosh.
Yep. But We'll get a few more.
That's when they had them little cube looking
Yeah,
computers.
brother? Okay. I need Brother Tanny.
I got something.
Yeah, you read it, brother.
So going about the wicked ass Israelites. This Saint Jeremiah 23 and verse I'll start at 16. Saint Jeremiah 23 and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart and not out of the mouth of the Lord.
Yeah, what scripture is the 51 annual Passover? You know? Yeah, we're supposed to have a Passover, but not the way you're doing it.
Right.
Well, that's why. No, so like I was going, my brother was watching yesterday with Monopoly.
Focus.
Yeah.
I don't believe the Lord allowed. I'm not sure, but I don't believe the Lord allowed ISUPK to have their Passover because they was trying to pack arenas, and then COVID hit.
That's symbolic too.
You know?
That's spiritual. Very spiritual.
Yeah, very spiritual.
You know he going in this slavery, man. He's so weak looking. Like,
Right.
He got discouraged around the
he looks like he can just push it. Push it.
You about to die right now.
He's like, "Fuck, man, we're at the end." Fuck, man. Oh, that's Remy from
You're lying.
We're one, man.
lying.
One. Oh,
Hey, and in the beginning of the movie, see, Remy was just searching.
Yup.
He needed somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, he need. Yeah,
And then when he ran into the skinheads, that was
That's a wrap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have him
that's
take
Remy.
a kite.
Back in Saint Jeremiah 23 and verse 17, they say, still unto them that despise me, the Lord has said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. For who have stood in the counsel of the Lord, and have perceived and heard his word? Who hath marked his word and heard it? That was the point right there.
Oh, you know what? Hey, can you get that? Prophesy smooth things?
Oh, yeah, I got
you. Know,
yep.
you know what they are? They literally are under the same vibration of the prophets that King Hezekiah. Remember, he sent a lying spirit on his prophets in 1 Kings 18. That king had a council of prophets, but the Lord sent angels down of a lying spirit, and that's what they're doing. We're telling you about a rocky road, and they're trying to smooth it over for you. Nah, man, we're giving you the real deal.
Bitter and sweet.
I'm sorry?
Bitter and sweet.
Right, we're giving you the whole meal. And going back, in a meal, you need bitter herbs to activate your digestive system to eat the other
It
food.
says it in Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me,
Before these
prophesied.
all-
Yeah, prophesied. We'll
Wars.
read that one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Okay, good.
I got what you wanted, bro.
Please.
Saint Isaiah 30 and verse 10. Saint Isaiah 30 and 10, and it says, which say to the seers,
And what's crazy is, if the brother jumps up to before 10 and 7, it's Jacob's trouble, and even a Benjamite pastor was cutting Nate, man.
Yep.
And then Captain Saryak was getting cut by fucking Jesse Lee Robinson. Got
Because
confounded.
there will be a time in Jacob's trouble.
right?
There will 100% be a time in Jacob's trouble.
Yup. And we're being built for that, man.
And Daniel's 12.
Yup. Beautiful.
Back in Isaiah 30 and verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't talk about that chip. Don't talk about them nukes.
I don't want to hear that name.
Yeah, no. You're scaring us.
Yep. Speak unto us small things, prophesy deceit.
Tell me about Jesus. Tell me about Jesus.
Tell me how I could call on
With the
Tyrone.
WWJD bracelet.
Right.
What would Jesus do?
In all colors.
Fish.
Make sure he's got a border of blue.
Yep. That was the point. That was
That was
it.
good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Close out on that.
What you saying, brother?
They just want that sweet honey, man. But they're not willing to go through that bitter stage.
Yeah.
Push the limit.
You know? Yeah. But the bitterness Elder Yashuan was getting into earlier, that bitterness is necessary for cleansing, because the brother just said in the spiritual that the bitter herbs they clean you out.
Yeah.
You know. So bitterness is necessary.
Very necessary.
Yeah, that's heavy, bro. Say that because
Percy.
going back to building, like for example, this brick building that took hard work.
And
You
it's
know?
Roman architecture.
Right, it's
Look
hard.
at the windows.
Right, right. But it's hard work in a
Yeah.
building. I did construction for many years. That was, my first real job was construction, building, electrical, laying pipe, mortar. You got it, man. Demolition.
Oh, nice.
You sweating and shit. But then after you like, wow. So it's hard work.
Yep.
What we're doing. It reminds me of Woody Harrelson. He's making fun of Sidney Dean. It's hard work. looking this pretty.
And what's that scripture in Hebrews? What's that scripture in Hebrews? It says, it may seem hard during time, but after it's like a fruit of your labor.
Yep.
You know? So yeah, man.
Yep.
Bittersweet.
Yep. Oh, and going back to that movie scene, he said you'd rather look good and lose than look bad and win. We so-called look bad, but through the Spirit we're winning.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, but they look good, but they're losing. You know?
And I mean, they do look good, you know?
Yeah, they got the clean
Got
garment.
this shit lined up, fresh clothes, you know what I'm saying? Garments, got some
Fresh dreads.
You know what I mean?
fresh dreads, got some women in the congregation.
Yeah. But it's all an act.
They little lavish weddings, IUIC, when they had the fire music playing in the
On
background.
a boat with a trail of roses and shit
Damn.
in the water.
That costs money.
They kingdom already came.
Yeah.
And woe to them that receive their consolation.
Gotta get that.
You're in captivity for a reason. You're supposed to accept captivity,
Fact.
not try to smooth it over. It's what are you learning?
Right.
When you get put on punishment, there's a reason. So are you going to learn from this reason or be stubborn and do it all over again? You see?
And the scriptures give you firm confirmation, man. The scriptures is a game book.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Heavy books is Wisdom of Solomon and Sirach.
Yep.
It give you a lot of game.
Yeah, brother.
Why people act the way they act, how you should handle yourself, protect yourself.
But
You
this,
know what I'm saying?
This time this period that we're living in is a grace period.
Right.
This period that we're living in is a time that we need to pay back the Lord.
Yeah.
Doing this work.
Yeah.
You know, not.
Acknowledge that you fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Acknowledge that.
Confess your faults.
Humility.
Yeah. Well, it feels good.
Luke 6 and
Luke 6,
24.
yeah. Went there real quick. It's like it. This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 6, and verse 24. Excuse me, it's like it. Luke 6 and 24, and it says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation."
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having money, but remember when you get a lot of money, there's a lot of things that come with it. Snares, traps, you know.
And you're really not looking to seek the Lord
Nope.
when you got a lot of money.
Right.
You know, because you're busy trying to do things in the world.
Yep.
That's why the scriptures say, "Give me neither poverty nor riches."
Yep.
But in the middle.
Yep.
And the scriptures say that a man that coming to like a lot of money, he can fall from the faith.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Easy.
Pride.
Lust.
He the one who's responsible for everything.
Hey, and you know why that is? Because when you go into the book of Galatians, it says that the Galatians, the 5th chapter, it says that the flesh is contrary to the spirit, and when you're overfeeding that flesh, you better believe you're gonna get weak in the spirit, man.
It's that money.
That's why you gotta fast.
Yeah.
You gotta
Balance.
yeah.
You got to balance out.
They said that's why a lot of those child celebrities die early.
Yep.
They got a lot of money to get all these pounds of weed,
Yep.
all these gallons of liquor,
Yep.
Drugs.
and it's just an
Woman.
endless supply.
If Jake
Fun,
would've-
fun. That's
Jake,
it.
Yep, if Jake were to so-called get reparations, half of them would die.
Right.
Overdose, all types of shit. They would die because you're feeding their wounds. You're not healing them.
Right.
You're opening them. We need to be healed.
Right.
There's things that we can't handle right now because we're in a healing process. We're growing still. You can't give a baby a sirloin steak.
Right.
He'll die.
He'll die.
Jake
Too rich.
prayed for last week.
Yep.
The one that was going to buy crack.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They about to make it okay for brothers to feel like that this is the cure when that vaccine, it just came up with, so they gonna have people thinking that that's a good thing,
It's the same too, like you got like a family member or a person, that's a certain type of drug, you got a lot of money, and you give that, and you come up on me, you give that man $10,000, you just killed that relative.
Yep.
Right?
They show you that movie In Time. When Justin Timberlake got all that time, he gave it to his man. He said, he's dead. He drank himself
He was
to death.
alcoholic.
Yep. Finish that, Luke, and get it, Jeremiah. We're out.
Back in Luke 6 and verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger.
Yep.
Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
Yep.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you,
Yep.
for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Woo! There you
Boom.
go. That don't got to be broken down.
That's
plain.
literal.
You know, plainer than IUIC's jet.
False prophets.
Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
America's a great kingdom.
One of the greatest.
And we're prophesying against it. Go ahead.
While in it.
While in
war
it.
and of evil and of pestilence.
We're telling you war is coming. We're telling you evil is coming. You can see the pestilence.
So anybody that's watching any Israelite videos, if they're not in this spirit, you better get away from them. Because at the end of the day, war, evil, and all that's coming. The end of this place is coming, and if you're learning from someone and they're not pushing that vibration or teaching you it, you better get away from them.
Because the Lord said, give them warning from me.
That's right.
And if the watchman seeth the sword coming and he don't blow the trumpet, then the Lord said, I'm going to require the blood at the watchman's hand.
Boom.
But if the watchman seeth the sword coming and he blow the trumpet and they don't take heed, not pointing at y'all.
Right.
But the blood will be on, we wiped our hands clean. You know? And that's that.
Brothers good? All right, hey, so Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters, you are edified through the Spirit as we were, and we just want to say,
Kol Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakudash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Wah, baba, whoa. Big bomb.